There is nothing disastrous about
Batman
and Robin. Nothing.
Except for the reception.
It was received perfectly. I'm gonna gaslight you. It was a perfect movie.
I'm gonna gaslight
It was an absolutely perfect movie that stands the test of time.
7 million. Never leave the cave without it.
Is it gaslighting if you give a warning beforehand?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna gaslight you. Give me a second.
I'm sea lioning.
Yeah.
Is that?
That's when you question things.
Is it really a? Is it like? Is
There
it
you go.
though?
Perfect,
Is it?
Can you guys tell me what mansplaining is?
No,
well,
it's a trap.
well, you see, little lady.
So because of Batman and Robin and how amazingly perfect and flawless it was, they were like, we can't make a movie that's better than that. Let's not bother. Is that better?
How are you going to sell as many toys as this?
There you go.
CultPOP!
Oh my stars and garters, what's up to all the sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the mother-loving geek nation? Welcome back to CultPOP Podcast Live.
Woo woo! If you're new here, this is a place where we celebrate the things we love, like movies, television, comics, thwippy boys with terrible time management, as well as all the other things that scratch your nerdy itch.
Tonight, we're broadcasting to you live from Young Junk, a Bob My Ass podcast production studio here in Philadelphia, PA. I'm JD of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex, located at 4327 Main Street, Philadelphia, PA 19127. It's a rad-ass comic shop that caters to rad-ass folks just like you, so get your rad asses off of your couch, sloth your way into my shop, and give me your money because I love it and I love you.
So, like, slowly.
You know what? Take your time. We do close at 7, though. So.
You don't like sloth?
I'm the one, I think, who introduced you to the word sloth.
Sloth, yeah?
Sloth, and I like...
Oh, sloth. No. I'm talking about sloth, like like the animal.
I like
not,
that.
Not like how your skin sloths off after you die.
Yeah.
Yeah, different sloth.
I hate that word.
Is it like a sheet falling off a bed? Like, what are we talking about?
It's not the act. It's so weird. It's not the action of that happening. I've worn people's skin hand on my hand with a glove on.
Yeah.
To do their fingerprints. It's the word.
So
it's like
then
moist
skin
to me.
hand, then glove.
Like the word moist, it doesn't bother me. The word slough bothers me.
Is it like etymologically related to like sheath? Like sheathing and like
sheathing and
pulling off and pull like
maybe I don't know. Sheath. The word sheath doesn't bother me though.
Yeah.
Slough does like SLOUGH. Hate that word.
Anyway,
hate that word.
what's your name?
Anybody, hi. I'm
Sorry.
the infamous Alice. I like gross
If you weren't
shit.
before, you are now.
I'm infamous now. Look at my possums. I'm the infamous Alice.
Your
I'm
possums-
inside the morgue.
Possums are popping.
Possums are popping. Where real investigators investigate the accuracy of fake investigations in movies, television, and games.
And I'm Noel of Physical Media Space on Instagram, a digital place where we celebrate physical media at Physical Media Space. That's at physical media, at physical_media_space.
Holy shit.
We also want to draw your attention to producer Noah, who we have
wow.
two questions for Noah. One, if anyone that's watching or listening wants to inquire about the services, structure, favorites, hobbies, and kinks of the Young Junk and Young Junk Space, where can they? Start over. Where can they inquire?
Head on over to Young Chunk at Instagram at Young Chunk, one word, YUNKJUNK, and you can see all of our wonderful podcasts, and you can ask us about starting up your very own little podcast in our $80,000 beautiful, spacious podcast studio. Thank you.
It is lovely.
It is pretty nice.
It's quite lovely, and it doesn't have to be a little bitty podcast. It could be a biggie podcast.
That's
but
right.
Huge.
audio, visual, the whole nine.
Huge.
We rev up for fun. Anyway, if you were a spider character, who would you be? Any spider character, made up or not.
Spider Noel.
Any
Spider
spider
Noel.
characters? A lot of spiders.
I mean, that means it shouldn't be very difficult.
Man, it's tough.
wrong.
Let's go Hornet Silk Song.
Silk?
Silk Song.
Who's Silk Song?
You never played like Silk Song, Hollow Knight, Silk Song?
What are you saying?
Are you
Song?
okay?
Have you ever played the game Silk Song?
Apparently not.
No, I've never heard of it.
It's one of the most popular contemporary games. I'm surprised.
Wow.
As a
Why?
spider
We are not
character?
hip.
Don't be shocked. It's a very. It's
wow,
like a
how
dark-
embarrassing for the pop culture podcast.
Oh, shit.
It's like a Dark Souls-like game, but it's 2D and it's very beautiful and
Oh,
gothic.
holy hell, that sounds great.
I love beautiful and gothic.
I hate it.
I love 2D.
I mean, cool.
Somebody
Same.
was like, "Hey, 3 dimensions." I was like, "Fuck off!
Yeah.
Go away!
Yeah.
Take your
One less dimension or you're out of here.
shove that 3 right where the sun don't shine, flat." That's how I like it. Anyway, tonight we're going to kick off what we're lovingly referring to as the Summer of Spider-Man. There's so much spider content swinging at us from every direction. We thought it'd be fun, and by request of Johnny Destructo of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex,
Me.
to revisit the Sam Raimi modern classic 2002 Spider-Man.
But before we do that, hold on a second. We're going to gossip about what we've enjoyed this last week in a segment I lovingly call What's Poppin', wherein I ask my friends, lovers, and compatriots, hey, friends, lovers, and compatriots, what was poppin' for you this weekend? And then they'll regale us with something that happened for them. You.
Me.
Go.
Reminder, if you're here live, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. And if you're watching later, you can still do all that. Don't leave it to everybody who's here live. We love a little back and forth, so please pipe up in the chat.
Pipe it.
You can also email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com and we'll address it here on the show. Let me take this second to check my mail app and see if anyone actually emailed us, because it's been quiet out there, y'all. What's going on? Christopher St. Saucy, good night. Pink Apocalypse, Carl's. Where's our people? No emails. Let's move on. That's fine. I'll just cry about it when we're off the air.
He's going to cry about it on the air, too. Don't let him fool you.
That's
I
true.
mean,
I'm
that's-
sobbing.
I'll write you guys an email.
That's
real
part of it
quick.
right now. Don't you dare.
So that was the beginning of the show. Now we're going to move on to the next part, which is not the beginning of the show, wherein I lovingly ask my friends what was popping for them this week. Hey, Noel,
Yeah,
do you want to start?
sure.
Ask Alice what was popping for her this week.
Alice,
Yeah.
I would absolutely adore it if you could ask JD what he was enjoying this past week.
JD.
Yes. Hi,
Can you
Alice.
ask Noel again what was popping for him this week?
Hey, Noel, what was popping for you this week?
Hey, so
That was fun.
there was a movie. This movie came out 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
That just hurt my
Already?
feelings.
It's based on a very popular book.
That's accurate.
I tried
That sucks.
that seems to exist in a cultural space that I should adore.
Mhm.
I tried reading the book 2 or 3 times. I actually hated it.
I've read
Really?
it. I've read it twice.
I hated the experience. It was before I tell you what it is, just let me go.
Think of all of the books.
And then
book.
it was just written in such a way where it felt like it was talking at me
Mhm.
with its own specialized knowledge as opposed to trying to draw me in.
Mm.
And I honestly had the same reaction when I tried to read Dan Brown. When I tried to read
I couldn't read Dan Brown.
the
The Da Vinci Code?
Da Vinci Code?
Yeah, because it was basically somebody reading like
Look at
it
all the
was like-
things I know.
it wasn't just look at all the things I know. The way it was written was just almost like a laundry list of all the things I know, as opposed to impressing me with their knowledge. They're just shit. Like it's very weird. It's like third person written. It's very weird. But so when they announced that the movie was being made for it, I was interested because of the creative team that was applied to it.
To this still unnamed book.
The still unnamed book and film adaptation.
Twilight.
I'm referring to a Twilight Saga.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One, directed by Steven Spielberg. Rotten Tomatoes 71%, audience score 77%,
Wow,
which is interesting.
that's
That there's kind of
surprising
like
to
on
me.
top of each. But you thought it'd be higher
Yeah.
or lower?
I thought it'd be lower, because I thought there's the online space for this book and movie are terrible. People do not seem to like it.
I mean, my understanding was that I was the fucking
The
one that was
outlier?
broken
Mm.
because everyone loves this book.
A lot of people online that I've talked to,
Yeah.
because I thought I was the outlier, being the one who liked it,
Mm.
and clearly enough people liked it that
Did we
they
just
were
have
like,
a Predator moment where it was like,
"Oh, you son of a bitch."
It's funny because I just watched this movie.
oh,
so
okay.
did Noel.
So
reason.
Noel
So-
and
no.
Noah.
I saw it in theaters. First of all, Steven Spielberg is like, "Hey, I'm gonna adapt the phone book. Go see it."
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Fair.
I was apprehensive when I went and saw it originally. I was apprehensive because how are you going to make this work? The book is contingent on IP that does not exist in the same space ad nauseum. And if anybody was ever going to be able to get it done, somebody that's beloved by absolutely everyone that owns all this IP, Steven Spielberg, it just was kind of cool.
Makes sense, yeah.
The first time I saw it in theaters, and it left me mildly cold. I was like, that is really impressive. That is very pretty. Cool. This is a vapid experience. And it left my brain immediately.
Yeah, same. So someone who read the book twice, same.
Left my brain immediately. I was like, I don't remember any of these characters' names. What's happening right now?
Artemis.
Cool. What? So I felt it's been coming up a lot in conversation on like Discord and stuff I'm on, and I was just like, there's something wrong with me. I'm going to try watching this movie again.
Is this like a physical media Discord?
Yeah. Something wrong with me. I'm going to watch it again.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's up?
Nothing. We're good. So I watched it the other night.
Yeah.
With Sam, my wife.
There it is.
We'll get it in. Getting it in.
We'll get it in.
Wow.
And maybe it's because I'm a little bit older. Maybe it's because I am, in the last 8 years, there's been a lot more CGI slop.
Yeah.
That's just bombarded with. This one hit better.
Oh,
It hits better.
I love when that happens.
It is a very, very, very simple movie.
Yes.
But it's done with such earnest care that I didn't appreciate before.
Yeah.
I was expecting. I think my expectations going in was it was Spielberg was going to elevate what I didn't care about the book. I guess I was hoping that he elevated it narratively.
Yeah.
Which he did not. But he does elevate it emotionally. So like in retrospect, I realized it wasn't the narration that I wasn't enjoying or the story that I wasn't enjoying. It was the fact that I didn't feel connected to the characters at all.
Sure.
Whereas in this, I did give it a little bit more of a shit about and I did laugh a lot too. There's a character, the bad guy character, I forget his name. Not the bad guy, not Krennic. The one by IROC. TJ Miller's IROC.
Oh, TJ Miller, sure.
Genuinely hilarious.
Yeah.
Olivia Cook is in this, and I was like, "Hey, isn't that girl from
Oh my gosh.
the Incest Dragon show?" Like, oh, cool.
That's so funny because when I hear that name, I did watch the Incest Dragon show, but I always think of her in Bates Motel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Simon Pegg. Ben Mendelsohn?
yeah.
Ben
Krennic.
Mendelsohn was in this?
Yeah, he's the main baddie.
Whoa.
So this is a
holy cats.
very stupid movie, expertly done.
Yeah.
It is a very member berry nostalgia infused movie, but they are pretty loving with it. Like I there is an entire sequence that is contingent on The Shining.
Yeah.
Which I remember a lot of people freaking the fuck out about because apparently Stanley Kubrick is God and we're not allowed to blaspheme his name with references. But in the context of the movie, it's actually a really sweet sequence and a pretty harrowing one. And then watching the special features with, Spielberg, because he knows everyone and everyone loves him, getting the permission of the estate and those were his favorite days on set, figuring that
fun.
I found myself won over by the care put into the movie more than the movie itself.
I understand.
Which I appreciated.
For anyone
I'm
who
glad I
doesn't,
went back. Yeah.
anyone who doesn't know, Ready Player One, the novel and the movie are both about the creator of a virtual reality called the Oasis, where most people in the future just live. They jack in. Sorry.
I knew
Just
you
keep going.
were. He was
I'm going.
trying
They
so
jack
hard
in. They jack
not to
in
say
with VR sets, and they spend most of their times in this place called the Oasis. And the creator of that, Jobs, he dies, and he leaves an Easter egg in the Oasis for people to go find. And many years have passed since he has done this. And then our main character, whose name I forget, Wade. He goes through and finds the first key, I think.
There's
right?
They call them, so it's like it's just like any kind of gaming culture. They're gunters. They're egg hunters.
Yeah.
There are people that just exist in the Oasis and do fun stuff and blah blah blah. But these people are specifically obsessed to like a Reddit forum about hunting and share knowledge and have groups and campaigns. It's very silly and fun and stupid in the right ways. By the third act, they pretty much throw every single IP at you.
Yeah.
It's fucking Mechagodzilla punching a Gundam with
like an Ultraman. There's mechas and stuff. Yeah.
and
Very cool.
Overwatch characters throwing little Chucky dolls at each other. Like, it is a very, very weird movie that exists in a space that I don't think was possible since Roger Rabbit. And I don't
Nice.
know if it'll happen again.
Mhm.
Like, it's a very interesting movie. I wish it was better.
I think
But
we
it
got
is really good
something
for what
like
it
it
is.
in like, who's the I'm gonna Wreck-It Ralph, right?
Yeah,
Like
maybe a little bit like
Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph,
Ralph
yeah.
was fun. Fix
Yeah.
it, Felix.
So yeah,
it was a fun movie.
it makes me want to go back and revisit it because I really did, despite the movie or the book just being, hey, member berries. Do you remember these member berries? Great.
Yeah, there were like full chapters about like dissecting the theme song to Facts of Life.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I ate it up. I loved
Yeah.
it. I really enjoyed it. But I do understand
read
the
or seen it.
limitations of what it is. But it's just sort of
Yeah.
like it's a comfort. It's a comfort.
Sure.
It's a cheesesteak. So yeah, it makes me want to go back and revisit the movie.
You should. It was
Who is
a-
this
it was a
kid?
good
Is
sit.
this?
Tyler Sheridan?
Okay.
No,
I
sorry.
remind him
That's
Ty Sheridan.
Ty Sheridan. Ooh, I
He
was
reminds
so
me
close.
of the guy
Very
from
close.
Tyler Sheridan's the fucking
He's as forgettably white bread as the main character from Baby Driver for me.
Ansel.
Ansel
Elgort.
Yeah, Elgort. I kind of thought they were the
Elgort
same
is
dude.
more talented.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, West Side Story is actually a phenomenal movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true. I forgot he's on West Side Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Alice,
Hey, me.
what was popping for you this week?
I got
Yeah,
a
tell
shirt
us all
and it has
about it.
possums on it.
Look at them
they're
possums.
smoking
Smoking
cigarettes.
possums.
Other than the Poppin' Possums.
Poppin' possums.
Tell us about the trash you
I
wanted to watch.
have talked about this before on the podcast, and I think at one time I called it my guilty pleasure, but I don't feel guilty about it.
That's
I
right.
love reality television.
Mhm.
I love trashy reality TV. Come at me. And I was hanging out with my friend Abby, and we decided to pop on some trashy reality television. We started watching Age of Attraction on Netflix. I was immediately hooked. Have either of you heard of this show?
I don't, but it does sound creepy and
Okay,
and-
everyone's of age.
Wait. Do you want to guess the premise? I don't know anything about this show, and I would love to try and like. Do you want to guess
Guess the
what
premise.
it is?
Okay, you go to Epstein's Island.
No.
No? Oh. That's all
Go
I got.
on. Okay.
Age of Attraction. Go on. What is this show about?
I want you to guess.
It is a bunch of. It is a group of sommeliers who need to figure out how well aged the cheese is for their pairings without knowing what the cheese names are. So it's age
So close.
of attraction because it has to be a right pairing.
Yeah.
So it's sommeliers guessing cheeses
Ages.
as a competition.
And then sexing it.
Yep.
Attraction.
The attraction between the two flavors, you fucking child. Everything's fucking. It's great.
Everything's fucking.
Unfortunately, it isn't the show. And so
Ah.
Mine was better.
yours was better, and I'm gonna pitch that and see how far
Anyway,
we get.
what's it actually about?
So adults, everybody's of age.
Awesome.
Doesn't make it less lecherous, but go on.
It's reality TV. It's gonna be lecherous. They don't reveal their ages, men and women.
Uh-huh.
And they all kind of just hang out at this. They're like in the mountains. I think they're somewhere in like Vancouver, I think. And they're in the mountains. It's a beautiful place, but they all like interact, go on like quick little dates with each other. Don't reveal their ages the entire time.
Can
So
they see each other?
They can see each other,
Okay.
but they can't reveal their ages until
Some people look
it's
older, some
so
people look
absurd.
younger.
It's so absurd. They like, if they find someone they connect with, they have to take them into what's called the promise room. And they go and they decide that once they leave, they're going to leave the area, the camp,
Yeah.
they're going to go live together. And they exchange rings in this promise room. They look very much like wedding bands, but they wear them on their right hands. And that's when they reveal their ages to each other.
Yeah, they have to wear them on their right hands because otherwise it would be blasphemous to the sanctity of marriage.
Oh, sure.
Obviously.
So
Obviously.
that is the premise of the
That's
show.
it?
There is a
Wait,
man.
You might be
Wait,
older than me.
wait. How long?
It depends on the couples.
Well-
like there's one couple who like immediately hit it off. They immediately reveal their ages to each other. Spoiler alert for the first episode of Age of Attraction. She's 54, he is 27.
Oh.
She has 3 kids who are 22, 25, and 29, and she didn't tell
Okay.
him. She told him she had kids, but she didn't tell them their ages either until he revealed his age, and she's like, "I have a son that's older than you,
Oh my gosh.
and I am twice your
Are
age."
they still together?
I'm only on the second episode, so as far as I know,
Wow.
they're really cute together, actually.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, he's a baby. But there is one guy on the show. His name's Tristan. I haven't found out his age yet, but he hurt my feelings because he straight up said, he's like, yeah, I've always known I liked older women. I saw this busty 35-year-old in the parking lot, and I knew I liked older women.
What is-
Me,
Do you want me to
as
tell you how old he is?
33-year-old. No, I don't. I want to.
Got to be like 22.
He's got to be. He's 19.
Well, if
He's
you-
gotta
if
be.
you
It's not-
She
consider
doesn't want to know.
if you consider 35 old,
Yeah.
then you're low 20s.
But he also he said this with his full chest.
32.
Is this him?
I want to know how old
Yeah.
he is. Just show me the number you found.
I don't like his face.
So
I don't like his name.
he's
punch
wait.
his name
If
out.
You
you
need to
named
be
your
paying
child
attention for what
Tristan,
I'm about to say
stop
next.
it.
What this man said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird, right?
This man
He's
said.
4. I was shocked. He looks he's 4 in llama years, which is
Okay.
like times 6.
Go on.
This man with his full chest said in his one-on-one with the camera, because he was hitting on this older woman, and she straight up asked him if he had mommy issues, and then it cuts to him having like a one-on-one with the camera, and he goes, yeah, my mom's only 19 years older than me. If you're not as hot as my mom, I don't want to marry you. He said that with his full chest, no flinching,
Hold on.
to a
Hold on.
camera.
What's his mom look like?
I didn't look her up. Look her up.
Look her up.
All right, I'm going. You go.
Anyway,
Because it could be a very.
That's-
Oh my God.
It could be
So,
a very
age
earnest.
of attraction, Tristan. The next option, age of attraction, Tristan, mom.
that's
It-
yeah,
She could be a very attractive woman, and he's just like
That's-
agnostically.
still a
she's
weird thing
the-
to say on
Oh,
TV.
He's a baby boy. Well, I mean, not age wise, but maybe
You
age
just say
wise.
he's
I'm not
4.
gonna.
I told someone I was
I'm
watching
trying to-
this show.
Oh, wait, that's his mom.
Okay, damn.
I mean,
I showed someone I was watching the show, or told someone I was watching the show, and they're like, "How funny would this be if this revealed to be like catching a predator instead of?"
It's-
major-"
Right?
They're
well-
like, "Boom, arrested."
wasn't there one called like MILF House or some shit where it
Oh,
is?
Milk Manor. I watched that.
Okay.
I'm on season 2. I'm in the middle of it.
I don't see her. I can't find her.
MILF Manor was
Awesome.
bananas.
Oh.
Yes.
Isn't it like? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try this out.
Yeah.
You gonna watch watch an episode?
No.
Oh, me neither.
You
But
should.
you love it?
But I want
do.
her.
I'm gonna watch more.
I would like you to update us on
Oh, of
Tristan
course.
as he makes the
Yeah.
connection
of
now
course.
because I'm really
you know I love
invested.
trashy reality television.
If his
that was
mom
my
comes
first
on the
clip
show,
on
let us know.
Oh, I bet you she will. That was my
I mean,
first clip on the show that went viral is when I was talking about reality television and how much I loved it. That
Cribs.
was- No, I was
Oh.
talking about Love Island, but I did throw it back to all my MTV loves, reality
Love
TV
Island.
show
What
loves.
am I- Temptation Island. I'm
Temptation
Wait,
Island.
MTV, isn't that where all the ridiculousnesses are?
Yeah, that's why it went viral. I was talking about Next because JD had never heard of it.
Oh, that's when they kick. So they're all in a bus, and then
Yeah.
the date doesn't go well.
That's
so
right.
It was
They
Tinder to
they
your
kick
face.
the kid out of the bus when it's moving for the next date.
Well, no, they get off the bus and they get kicked back on the
I
bus.
just pitched a better show.
You did. Same thing with Age of Attraction. Get the wine and cheese.
Ridiculousness TV. Call me.
Yeah. All right. Hey, JD.
Hey, hi.
Moving on.
For me, what was popping this week was, and we've talked about it a couple times on this show because my wife and I.
Now it's only for me.
Oh, damn it. I don't get it, my wife. My wife and I, Sushan, both love hacks. And we had watched one episode, the original episode, back when it aired. And we were like, oh, that was pretty cute. Immediately forgot about it. And then one night, my family was in bed. And I was like, oh, let me go revisit that show because I heard other people talking about it. I revisited it, fell in love with it. And then Sushan fell in love with it. And we have been thoroughly enjoying hacks for, I want to say, 5 seasons.
Mm.
And this season was a little bit, it did feel like it was spinning its wheels just a skosh. I feel like the last season was really, really strong, and it was about, so if you don't know, Gene Smart and Hannah Einbinder are two different generations of comedians. So Gene Smart is in her 60s, 70s, and she is a comedian who has a residency in Las Vegas.
She's Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers, yeah. And then, but she winds up getting canceled for saying something online, or it's not received well. So then they bring in Hannah Einbinder. Oh, I lied. Hannah Einbinder, she got canceled for something she said, and so she can't get work anywhere. So she gets hired by the representation for Deborah Vance's show to come write for her, and they immediately are at odds and they don't like each other, and they go at it, and then eventually throughout the show they become best friends and like the most important people in each other's lives, and it's really lovely, it's really funny, and it's great. This last season, not great. It was a little bit boring. There was one episode where I was like, this is the first time I've actually just been bored. I did not care about this episode at all, and it does get better as it goes. So I just wanted to tune in and come back to it and say it ends really, really well. The series finale for Hacks is a slam dunk. It's really, really well done. I was kind of sobbing on and off throughout the whole episode. A bunch of stuff happens that I wasn't expecting.
Soy
and the
boy
way
over here.
I'm a big soy boy cuck beta male, and I loved it. So if you, like me, weren't sure about finishing this season of Hacks, I highly recommend you do it, because if you like the other 4 seasons, it ends so well, and it's just the way that they tie things back into the pilot episode is just really well done and really well handled, and it's awesome.
Can I toss calling an audible? Another MTV show, or sorry,
I got
another
you.
HBO Max show.
Yeah.
HBO. It's just HBO. Ended this past weekend also that I watched.
Which one's that?
Euphoria.
Oh, I gave up on that
I haven't
after
finished
2
it,
episodes.
but I had it all spoiled for me.
Continue to give up.
Oh yeah. Never stop. Stopping.
Never stop stopping. You know what? I watched the first season. It's salacious and not representative and kind of weird, but very atmospheric and still very like watchable and
like well put together.
Yes,
It
well
is.
put together.
Yeah.
Second season basically jumped the shark right out the gate, and then became. You didn't see the second at
I
all?
watched 2 episodes.
Oh. It just becomes more about style over substance.
Okay.
It's just very navel gazy. A full episode of just like there's a playwright character in the show, and the finale of that season is her having written a play that summarizes the real events of this fake high school, dramatized and revealing all the secrets to everybody in front of the school.
Which made way for the famous meme. Is this fucking play about us?
Oh my god, is that what that's from?
Yeah.
It's just
funny.
but like in the context of it is just so like okay.
I ate that shit up, though.
guess.
It was good. You liked it?
I liked it.
It's fine. Have you watched this season?
Halfway.
It's
I made it past
the
wedding episode.
They aged up all the characters because they had to. They're all 45
Thank
now. And it, you can feel less weird about
Yeah.
That was
coveting her jeans when she's not supposed to be 17. Sydney Sweeney. But she is in this season. She's just an OnlyFans. She's an OnlyFans model.
Okay.
So it's basically an excuse, absolutely every single episode, for her to be naked doing some sort of kink.
Okay.
But it basically becomes low rent Breaking Bad. And
that's what I've heard about the last few.
That doesn't, but not fun in a fun way, like in more of a, we don't know what to do now, so we're just going to do everything. Like it escalates constantly to the point where it's just noise. And then by this last episode, it was just, okay, we're doing this now. Like it ends 3 times, and then it just kind of keeps upping itself to the point where you're like, what am I watching now?
And then?
Yeah.
And then?
Yeah, it was.
I had it all spoiled for me, so I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it just becomes this weird thing with the thing, and then the violence. The characters are just gone altogether, and then it wraps. It's interesting, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I would recommend Hacks.
Yeah, watch Hacks.
Hacks is delightful and it's really fun.
It's just so weird.
It goes down like water. It's easy breezy, but it does deal with
Next on my list because you talked about it.
Yeah, it does deal with some, and I have developed a great appreciation for both Jean Smart and Hannah. Jean Smart has won a Grammy every season.
Emmy.
Emmy every season.
I'm
so
crazy.
far.
She won a Grammy. She's
Yeah.
not even singing.
Jean Smart has been one of my favorite actresses since 24 season 4.
Oh yeah.
She played the first lady and then the eventual president, and she's bipolar, and she's awesome.
Yeah, she's really good in this.
Absolutely
Yeah.
awesome.
Hannah Einbinder has a horror movie coming out
Yes.
that looks awesome.
Yes.
I am very.
I was
like,
actually
Yes.
wondering what you would think about that because you
I'm
didn't
so
like
excited. No,
the TV Glow.
no.
Yeah.
I no.
Same director?
It wasn't. I didn't. I saw the TV Glow. I did not dislike as much as I disliked. Let's all go to the
State Fair.
State Fair. That one I never finished.
Mhm.
I appreciate what I saw the TV Glow was doing.
Mhm.
I just felt it was a little meandery.
Mm.
Well, this
Um,
doesn't seem any less meandery.
Yeah, but
It's
I
just
think it
got
looks more
things you'd like.
interesting.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, highly recommend Hacks. That's what was popping for us this week. Unless you have something else.
No, we're going to the main, of course. We're going to the main event, right? No, just
Okay.
Later.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So up, ho.
When do we need the
It's related.
Oh, I see. It's related to this. Wonderful. So,
Related.
we ready? Are we ready to do it?
We're doing it.
Let's
we're
do it.
We're hitting Spidey's.
So we're going to start talking about 2002 Sam Raimi Spider-Man. So strap on your boots.
You could probably skip the Rotten Tomatoes. I'll talk about that in critical.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was written by David Koepp, directed by Sam Raimi, starring Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, James Franco, Willem Dafoe, J.K. Simmons, and Rosemary Harris. After being bitten by a genetically altered spider, student Peter Parker gains superhuman strength and, surprise, the spider-like ability to cling to any surface. He vows to use his abilities to fight crime, coming to understand the words of his beloved Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibilities.
It's not the word.
That's not the. Is that your sure?
What?
I don't know.
But he has
Probably
a
is.
Spider-Man tattoo.
That's right.
Everyone. How do you want to say? Do you want to just get right into it, or do you want to talk about your relationship to Mr. Parker?
We can however you want to do it. So should we
It's
talk
your
about
time
like
to shine, my friend.
going into this movie?
Yeah, we bridge the gap generationally. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the one right after you, and you're the one 4 or 5 after us. I think.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm just kidding.
yeah.
But
I'm 4.
I grew up loving Spider-Man. Spider-Man was
there's
my
this guy named Tristan that you actually might like.
nice.
He only likes old 35-year-olds. I'm 2 years away from that.
For whatever reason,
No.
Spider-Man was always my go-to guy.
Yeah.
I always loved Spider-Man growing up.
Spider-Man.
Give me pictures of him. And Archie and Betty and Veronica, same vibes as Peter and MJ and Gwen.
Ends differently though.
In a little bit.
It ends differently for Betty.
Yeah. And I just, ever since I was a kid, just absolutely loved Spider-Man. So when I heard that this movie was coming out, I was elated. I was over the moon. I couldn't believe it. I was very excited. And Sam Raimi, come on, for like what an interesting choice. And as there were before Batman 1989 and after Batman 1989 in my life, there was also before Spider-Man 2002 and after Spider-Man 2002 for me. It was kind of life-changing as far as I think superhero movies were concerned. I think it really changed the landscape and put them into the mainstream in ways that Blade didn't quite get to do.
That Batman didn't quite
That Batman didn't quite get to do, yeah. And I think it to this day has made the most money in a single weekend, even counting for inflation, is what I've read.
Yeah, I have the stats, but that is accurate.
Nice.
That's wild.
And what I will tell you about this movie is dumb as shit, but I'm going to say it out loud into a camera anyway. I remember thinking, coming out of Spider-Man, if I die now, at least I got to see Spider-Man on the big screen.
I've had
That's
those
not
thoughts
dumb.
before.
in
I've
a
had those-
way
very
that
valid.
but I was like 9.
no, I was a grown adult.
I still get that.
Yeah, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember like I was so flabbergasted, and I watched the whole movie with a grin ear to ear, just not quite believing that it looked so real at the time.
I don't remember the movie, but I remember being like 8 or 9 doing
Toxic Avenger.
No, I was a very pure child.
Yeah.
That was before I discovered trauma.
Yeah.
But I remember in the laundry room in Florida, like either out loud or quietly doing the God, please let me just make it to see. Maybe this is the Rocketeer. God, please just make sure that I'm alive for the Rocketeer. I just want to see the Rocketeer.
That was me for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and I was like, all right, take me. I'm
And
good.
you know what? Rocketeer was worth it.
It was. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Rocketeer is still a baller movie.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
I had similar
please.
experience.
Yeah.
More recently, it was like what years now? 3 years ago. It was the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, and they put it back in theaters, and I never had the privilege of seeing that in theaters.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I got to see it in theaters, and I like had I was like I got to see one of the OG Star Wars movies on the big screen for the first time in my life, and I was like, this is it. This
There's
is great.
rumors that they're restoring the original theatrical cut for the 50th anniversary, which would be next year.
It would be
77.
next year. It came out in
2027.
'77. Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
if they're restoring it for large format,
We should all go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm in.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Spider-Man.
that's how much Spider-Man meant to me. And then I went through a period of like, and maybe after Amazing came out, Amazing Spider-Man, and just like looking back and thinking how cheesy and kind of a mess the original Spider-Man was. But now I'm back. I've
I was gonna say
worked my way back around to being like, this movie's a fucking masterpiece, and I
you're
love it so much.
wrong. You're
Yeah,
so
I
wrong.
love it so much. Especially, I'll tell you, you
let
helped
the
me.
world. You let the world grind you down.
I did. You helped me out
No.
by, you had this comment, I don't know, fucking years ago, where you were like, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is the Steve Ditko and Stan Lee like first year of Amazing
The
Spider-Man.
first 24 issues.
This
Basically.
is what that's what they made there. And I was like, oh my God, he's right. And it brought me right back in.
Mhm.
So thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome. Because that's how I kind of wrap my head around it.
So good.
You want to go or you want me to go? You want to go? You want to go?
I'll go.
You
I'll go quick. I'll go quick.
You don't have to go quick. You can go slow.
I feel like we should tell the folks, if you have not been here for one of our deep dives, we're talking sort of on the levels, on the top level here, and then we're going to get into a deep dive of the show.
We're gonna hit, and if you enjoy the format of this, we've got all the Twilight movies, all the Mission Impossible movies in this format where we talk through the entirety, soup to nuts, from production to score,
and one Resident Evil movie.
That's it.
Thus
So
far.
far.
They're hard to come by.
Yeah. So yeah, this movie came out in 2002. I was 9. My experience with Spider-Man was I would watch the cartoon with my brother. He definitely had like Spider-Man toys.
Probably the 90s cartoon?
Yeah, the 90s cartoon. I can't remember. I just remember watching.
Radioactive Spider-Man.
Probably not. I would think maybe the Spectacular Spider-Man, right?
Spectacular. What was the one
Was
where
it-
all
I
the
mean,
memes
that's-
come from?
Where the what?
The meme comes from.
Oh,
I
that's
feel
in
like
the
it's.
60s.
Oh yeah, I feel like I would watch reruns of that.
Oh,
I don't-
reruns of the 60s? Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was
many
good
Spider-Man cartoons.
Yeah,
I was trying to frame
just
it.
don't know. I was very young in the 90s.
Spider-Man Unlimited. There was so many Spider-Man
worst
cartoons.
We definitely had Spider-Man toys. I remember specifically, we had a Doc Ock action figure, and I liked him because of all of his moving parts.
Yeah.
So I remember being stoked about this movie. My Pop-Pop took me and my brother to go see it in theaters. I was obsessed with it. Hi, Pop-Pop. He's still around.
Pop-Pop.
We do love you, Pop-Pop.
Word pops.
I was so obsessed with it that we would buy, and I've sent you guys pictures of me in this t-shirt when I was like 9 or 10. We bought the special Pop-Tarts, the wild Spider-Berry Pop-Tarts that were like limited edition. Spider-Berry. And like they came with like, there was like a contest or whatever. If you mailed in the box tops or whatever, you got a Spider-Man t-shirt. So my brother and I did that. We got this crazy cool Spider-Man t-shirt. And it's actually a really sick t-shirt.
It is pretty cool.
But the back of it, you can see the back of it, it's just like a giant Pop-Tarts ad. It's like giant. I wore that at least once a week.
Straight winning.
Forever. I couldn't find it. It's at my parents' house somewhere. I definitely didn't get rid of it.
No, that's beautiful.
But yeah, so
You've shown us pictures with like frosting on your face.
yeah, I was at a friend's birthday party wearing it, and I had frosting on my face, and I was cheesing in my Spider-Man shirt. Loved this movie. It was, I think, the first superhero movie I saw in theaters.
Ah,
That would track. 2002.
Yeah, I was 9.
That would track.
So like, I liked the Batman movies, but I didn't see them in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, love this movie. I still do. No, your turn.
At this point, I don't know if I was reading. I was freshman year in college or sophomore year in college. So it was less about the comics and being attached to them, because I didn't really read Spider-Man when I was younger. I actually read more Batman stuff and Superman stuff, and then I maybe collected Spider-Man here and there with just a cool cover. Pink is in the chat saying 2002 feels like 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
It was 1,000 years ago, and or 35, 34.
24.
Tomorrow or next year is the 35th anniversary of this, the 20th anniversary of Amazing
25,
Spider-Man.
right? You keep saying 30. It's 25, right?
25, sorry. 25,
Oh my God. I'm like, don't.
15, and 10. Yeah, 25th anniversary of this next year, and the 15th anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man, and the 10th anniversary of Spider-Man Homecoming. All next year. But anyway.
Big year for Spider-Man.
Big year for Spidey-Mans. I remember where I was when I found out that my favorite director was hired to direct Spider-Man, which ignited it for me.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if you were like, oh, that's a weird sellout kind of move.
So
or if you're like, yeah.
No. This was my era of this was my most annoying era as a person.
Oh.
Obsessed with deeply obsessed with movies and didn't know how to communicate absolutely anything else. And it was the advent of the internet, but before we had smartphones and or reliable internet in our homes. So I was in the computer lab of the University of Central Florida. Early in the morning, I had an extra hour before my next class, and I would always go and find I would go to like my main 3 websites.
Ain't it cool news?
It wasn't Ain't It Cool. It was Coming Attractions and Dark Horizons, I think.
Oh, sure. Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Nice.
And that was the only place to actually get like information about like, I wasn't going to go to absolutely every single trade and like look up announcements, but I was obsessed with I was absolutely obsessed with Evil Dead.
Of course.
All of the Evil Deads were my thing, and Darkman had come out like 4 or 5 years before that, and I was obsessed. So when I found out, I never felt like this before, and I don't know if I felt like this since. I felt proud of somebody I'd never met.
Yes, I 100% get that.
I felt proud of Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
he did it.
I was there when he was doing his little things and reading the books about the stories where they made up stuff. And now he is on the largest scale doing the craziest, biggest thing.
Yeah, man.
Because up until then, all we had ever hear about was that James Cameron was going to make Spider-Man, and James Cameron was developing Spider-Man. James Cameron wrote 18 different treatments over 25 years to make the ultimate Spider-Man movie.
Starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
It never happened. And then all of a sudden this happened. I was just like, wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
So tracked it like a unsufferable fam for a year and a half. Awesome. And I was working in the movie theater too, so every time there was a poster, every time there was a trailer, we all would thread it up early and watch it before it was attached to anything. We would steal promo materials. Nice. So, suck it. Somewhere in storage in my parents, I still have the 35 millimeter trailer that they banned. The actual film reel of it.
What?
Yeah, we took them. Because they asked us
That's wild.
They asked us to destroy them. We were like, no, and we all got a teaser.
Is that why we have gloves?
Coolest.
That's why I don't have
coolest
it.
fucking thing. That's amazing.
Can't play it anywhere because I don't know. Do you have a 35 millimeter camera somewhere?
I was gonna brag that I torrented the trailer that you're talking about, and you have it on film.
I probably if I can find it and it's not destroyed because it's in a garage in Florida.
Yeah.
So it's probably acid.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, just melted.
I think that's the best place to keep things.
It's the Nazi's face from from Indiana Jones.
If it's still in good condition, I can unspool it, maybe clean it, and we could sell films like.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I can't even do. Okay, can we just talk for a second about how that felt? Like for me, watching that trailer, it was so.
Anybody not know?
Boom. So should we talk?
Okay, so the movie was originally supposed to come out in November 2001. September. And the first trailer came out in the end of the previous year. I think it was like November, December of 2000
Yep.
saying, next summer. Ugh.
Yeah.
But it was
With that techno music.
it was a trailer that was filmed. We had this conversation with Matt Monagle, how previews used to be little movies.
Yeah.
They used
Yeah.
to be their
God, I
own
miss that.
special filmed little short
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
It was a short film of a bank robbery. You don't know what the fuck you're watching, and then all of a sudden, Spider-Man intervenes, and
And so, yeah, basically, I was just telling Sushan about this while we were getting wings before this show. And, it's a whole, like, Heat style or, like, Dark Knight, the Dark Knight, right? The Dark Knight beginning where it's a bunch of dudes robbing a bank, and then they get into a helicopter, and they're getting away, and then all of a sudden, the helicopter is shaking and the alarm's going off, and you find out the helicopter has stopped moving, and they do this glorious pan out where they just
you're missing a beat. The helicopter stops midair and
Yeah.
gets pulled into
back.
so they're literally screaming as the helicopter is being
going
pulled
backwards.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right. And then they do the big pullback, and it is the helicopter, and the rotors can't quite move. They're just jerking around because they're stuck in a giant spider web between the Twin Towers. And I was just saying to her, I think enough time has gone by that maybe we could re-release, we could release that on like a special edition and like have it be part of it again.
Maybe.
Now that 9/11 is just a goddamn joke at this point.
I mean, it's a joke for meme lords. It's
That's
not
what
a
I
joke
mean.
for the
That's
world.
what I mean. But like,
But that's a
it's not
decent.
untouchable anymore.
That's a decent segue for what I did bring to show and tell. I brought something to show and tell. But in order for us to do this properly, I'm going to need you guys to glove up
All right.
because it's
Where's mine?
too precious
Where'd I put my gloves?
for
they're in
anything. So
Say
While he's talking, or while he's getting ready, Pink Apocalypse says somewhere around then is when I started harassing JD on Ain't It Cool News. The pride in a filmmaker things I felt then, but for Peter Jackson. Oh, the pride in a filmmaker thing that she felt then was for Peter Jackson and Lord of the Rings. I have a very recent example of that, feeling proud of someone I don't know, and that's Dan Trachtenberg, because I used to watch him on the Totally Rad show with him and Jeff Kanata and Alex Albrecht, and to find out that he has gone on to make some of the best Predator films of all time is very, very cool. And I feel a weird sense of like, this guy I've never met, Dan, my little buddy who I've never met, Dan, is like a killer director now.
So we're wearing these gloves because I'm afraid of fingerprints and/or damage to what I'm going to show. So if anybody follows me on social media at physical media space, physical media space, I have gotten into, and this might be a topic for a show some other day. But I have gotten
gloves.
down into the deep recesses of collectors and film, physical media for film, steelbooks. There are things called premiums.
What's a premium?
A premium is a wildly limited a wildly limited numbered edition of a movie that comes out in some sort of exclusive packaging, world exclusive art, with all kinds of textures and weirdness. That's why we're wearing gloves, because I'm going to pull out one.
Pull it out, baby.
So this is.
Oh, you've got one of my little things. Nice.
Huh? What?
My little bookshelf thing. Oh my gosh.
For movies. What are you talking about? So, and we'll pull it to the camera. Sorry. So I
I'm so
acquired
nervous.
the WeET collection full slip of 2002's Spider-Man by Sam Raimi.
What's a full slip?
So a full slip is a full slip case where the entire steelbook and the extras go into it from the side. It is different from a slip cover, which is usually top down, up and down. It's not slipped inside.
Yeah.
And or an O-ring, which is sometimes a lenticular that's also, it's like a slip cover, but it's sometimes half. And then also they have quarter slips, which is just like a thread around it kind of thing.
Slip, yeah.
But so, so I want to see here.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
Is
So
it
this
embossed or is that just
It's
gloss?
everything.
Oh,
It
it's
is
everything.
It is. The slip cover is spot gloss, spot finish, spot foil with scratch resistant texture on the back.
What the shit?
And this is number Out of 1,100 that were made, this is number 749.
How did you
They
get
had
this? Was this like a
friends
trade,
of friends
or
of
was
friends.
this like
it was like
you ordered it?
it was a part of a larger trade, and I was like, I want that.
Wow.
And I wanted it specifically because in the reflection of his mask is the Twin Towers. Yeah,
the
check it out.
Twin
Shut up.
Towers.
So usually when there's these premium companies, and the cost of a premium will make you blow your O-ring. Pink, Pink, are you down this rabbit hole yet with premiums, with your physical media craziness? Like there's Econos, premiums, boutiques, and Amores. Amores are just the plastic cases that are in stores. Economy, that's the.
I'm
good.
freaking out.
Those are the
so
steel
good.
books. Those are the steel books that are available everywhere.
Yeah.
And then there's premium steel. There's boutique, which
That
is
is
like small batch,
wild.
and then there's premium, which is these companies in Korea and Japan who make 500 to 1,000
This is
of these,
beautiful.
right?
Even
so-
through the gloves, you can feel the texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the embossing and the
Oh
spot
my
finish,
God, it's
and then
glorious.
inside.
Partner, we're just gonna nerd out for a couple of minutes.
Actually,
Bear with us.
Like that is what this whole podcast is.
Yeah,
put that on
I
there.
love
put
it.
somewhere.
Oh, the inside's printed.
Yeah.
The
Moving
inside
your
of the
beer
slip cover. Get
over
the
there.
fuck,
Yeah. Put
Look at that.
down.
So,
Alice.
Yeah.
They printed the inside.
That is insane.
so in order to, we'll do the steelbook last. So it comes with lobby cards and art cards.
What's a lobby card? Is
Uh,
it just a reprint of the posters? I've heard that
No,
bandied about.
sometimes it's film stills, sometimes it's reprints of the posters. Basically, it was old advertisements that they would put literally in the lobby of the movie theater for people to pick up. So like pamphlets, but these are more like art cards. You know,
Awesome.
you've got the classic scenes. Pass it around. This is the image of the lenticular of the edition. So this edition was done as a full trilogy set. I did not get the full trilogy. One, I'm not rich, and two, I wasn't super interested in it because Mantalab, another company, was doing the trilogy, and I liked their art better. However, this one specifically had the Twin Towers in his eye,
Dude, that's
so I wanted to go
That's
for it.
so crazy.
But they made full slip editions of each one, which the full slip is just embossed or spot glossed art. The lenticular is a lenticular.
Yeah, yeah.
So this was the cover of the lenticular for Spider-Man 1. It is a 3D lenticular, not a flip lenticular, which I learned about. A 3D lenticular is the one you're normally used to, where it just looks like a 3D image.
Mm-hmm.
A flip lenticular changes the image altogether.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
You have really
I
rabbit
shouldn't-
holed, my
oh,
friend.
fuck yeah, I have. And then we've got a booklet of production stills.
Nice.
And so in order
Look at her
to,
smile. She's so happy.
I know.
I love her in this movie.
She's so rewatching this movie again today. She became, I don't know, in the circle that I'm aware of, she has become sort of like a joke in this movie, or their relationship and their dialogue has become sort of a joke. But I am so into it.
Yeah.
I really love, like, even I used to make fun of the line, "You're taller than I thought. I hunch."
Yeah. Don't.
Don't. But her delivery on that supersedes what a shitty line it is.
We'll get
She's so
we'll
good
get
at
into
that.
her during the movie.
Yeah.
40% of her dialogue is repeating dialogue that's told to her, but she does it in such a thoughtful,
Yeah.
balanced way
Yeah.
that it is like she is seeing through every character.
Yeah.
And it is so fucking
Even
effective.
when we'll get into it, but I'm sorry, like Harry Osborn being like, "Oh, hateful little things. Oh, I love them. Me too." And she like gives him that look of like, "All right, Dick."
Yeah.
Like,
So this didn't come
I know
with
what's happening.
the poly bag. I put the poly bag on it because this is a full glossy steelbook, and small scratches usually happen.
oh, I hate
Get
that.
out of here. When you just put it back in the steel. All right, I'm just gonna end up ripping it. I got more at home. We're good.
Okay.
We're good. So I put that on myself. This is spot foil, and it's a debossed title. The difference between debossing and embossing. Embossed is raised, debossed is pulled in. The art on the inside. It comes with more art cards, which I haven't opened.
Yeah. Give him to
you do it.
JD. Who are you kidding? You
You
can't.
can open it if you want. The previous owner did something I do not like to do. Every single one of these comes with either some sort of lenticular sticker or numbered sticker, which when you're taking it out of the plastic wrap, you cut around it and you include it inside. Some people stick it inside, and those people are fucking monsters.
Ew, no.
Absolute monsters.
I can't even stick regular stickers because I get anxiety about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
neither
here's
can
the-
I.
Here's the official Steelbook art.
So great.
So this is a WEA. This is world exclusive art. WWA is worldwide art. So these pictures are everywhere, but this basically formation of pictures is exclusive to the WeET collection
Are you saying
editions.
WHEAT, wheat?
WEET.
Wheat. Okay.
WeET collection. I do not know why it's named that. That is just the name of the company.
Mhm.
There are like 5 premium companies: WeET, Mantalab, HDZ. I don't think makes anymore. Nova Media, Kimchi DVD, blah blah blah. But they're like all in Asia.
For someone with FOMO, is this impossible to get?
This one,
Yeah.
right now. So I did not pay that.
I've never seen this image before. Look at the red and blues on that.
You know where that image is from? First of all,
Oh my
they are
gosh.
not allowed. The way that these editions are licensed by the studios, they're not allowed to create new art. This is all previously used production art, and they have to
Sure.
like repurpose it in a way. You know where that picture's from?
No.
That is the premiere picture of the costume or the photo shoot
my
of the
God, that's
costume
right.
in Entertainment Weekly.
That's right. I have seen this. I totally forgot about that.
I love this.
Oh,
Fucking nerds,
I
man.
can't remember the
I
last time
love
I've
it.
geeked out this hard.
So this
Oh,
one,
Did you want to?
Yeah, I would love to.
I got it in a trade, so I didn't really pay much for it at all. I just kind of paid shipping, and I ended up giving away something that was hard to get, but whatever. This was worth it.
Dude, that's killer. Let me see the booklet.
Oh, sure.
Ooh, woo, woo, woo. There is something about the promo images for this where they have this gold, the gold and
Yeah, I did see
red.
those. Thank
That's just so. There's really appealing to me. For some reason, the color scheme of the gold and the red and the blue all together really works really well. I think the posing for a lot of the photos, it feels very silly and cheap and like a high school play. But there's also something very charming about that as
So
well.
a lot of them, most of them usually have. You have the slip for this, yeah. Most of them usually have the number of the edition on the bottom of the slip cover, whether it's a lenti or a full slip. However, WeET specifically makes these little like punch cards. So this is the
like a little
membership
credit
card
card.
that came with it that has the number of the editions, and each of the editions. How to purchase them? They're timed releases on their official websites and or group buys, where you just have to be lucky with your
Yeah.
be up at 2 a.m. on some foreign website to just try and get one.
And how much are they at that time?
At that time, $55,
Oh.
$60.
Oh, that's
with,
it?
with international shipping, so it ends up being like 80 bucks,
70, yeah.
75, 80 bucks. That's if you're lucky enough to get one direct.
Right.
Uh,
It's like trying to get
I see.
concert tickets or something like that.
yeah. The secondary market for this bitch is somewhere in the range of like 175, 200. Just this one.
It's not quite as bad as I thought it would be.
And
What's this
because
spider?
they will
Oh,
not,
yeah, he's red and blue?
they will not make more.
No.
They will just only ever kind of. So the only times that I'm able to kind of get my hands on these is usually when I have something to trade and or can offset value.
Man.
So like just the other day, I really wanted the Dark Knight trilogy. I
Yeah,
could not
dude.
afford it. However, I did have a full slip of 7
Oh, nice.
that was worth about 200.
Ah.
So I up flipped it and got. So like it's just it's
So sick.
it's the same thing we did with our comics.
And your
Where it's
omnibuses.
where it's like I want these 3 things. I've got this
Would you like
other
this?
thing and
Dude, this is glorious. I love it.
So-
I have
Thank
major
you for sharing
FOMO.
with us.
I
I'm glad
wanted
I
to-
brought the gloves.
If anyone wants to, my birthday is in February.
Look how wild and crazy this is.
It's so nice.
Like I don't know where's the light.
It's
We're
like
gonna get-
every printing technique involved on one package, which is very clutch. Very cool. But yeah. It's hard to tell on the screen, but
But like even
come to the studio. You could just touch it with your bare
even
hands.
the embossing texture of the skyline behind it is just
You
so
can feel it. It's
stupid.
nice.
This is absolutely stupid.
Ah, awesome.
But I thought at some point we should do like a display of boutique,
Yeah.
econo, premium. What does this mean? What is that acronym?
Heck yeah.
What's that? And get drunk
Awesome.
and handle expensive things. It'll be fun.
Yes,
You know, it's
please.
funny. We've had an entire show and we've never got to the deep dive of the episode.
We're gonna do it. No. We're good.
All right.
We're good.
Let's get into the deep dive. Thank you for sharing that with us, Noel. That is killer as hell.
Spider-Man.
My birthday is February 27th. Give me it. All right. Okay, here we go.
That's so sweaty.
I'm kind of like gross now. Development of a live-action Spider-Man film began back in 1975, but stalled for nearly 25 years due to licensing and
God, you're like
financial
Spider-Man.
issues. So way back in the way back times, did you know Roger Corman was the first to hold the option for Spider-Man
Canon, right? Canon.
Yep.
Yeah.
and began to develop? Oh, I'm sorry, Orion.
Oh, Orion.
Orion
Canon is
Pictures.
The, Golub
Canon's later.
brothers. Okay.
Cannon's later. So Stan Lee himself was brought in to write the screenplay, which featured Cold War themes and Dr. Octopus as the primary antagonist. But due to this happens a couple of times in our story, due to another superhero movie just failing, that didn't happen. They were like, Superman 3 happened? Never mind. We're not going to make a Spider-Man movie because Superman 3 happened and it didn't perform the way we wanted it to. So obviously, despite Superman 1 and 2 doing gangbusters, Superman 3 came out and didn't do as well. So they're like, superhero movies aren't going to last. So weird. Then the film rights were acquired by Canon for $225,000 back in 1985. Golan and Globus were not familiar. This is awesome. They were not familiar with Superman. They bought the rights for $225,000 and they went, Spider who? Who, man? I don't understand. Sounds like he's probably a werewolf kind of character. So they hired Leslie Stevens, who was the creator of The Outer Limits, where it was a story where Peter Parker is a photographer who's subjected to a mad scientist experiment. So far, great.
Perfect.
You know what? Close.
I'm in.
So close.
And then that transforms him into a human tarantula. And do you know who's going to direct it?
Who?
Toby motherfucking Hooper.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Who was preparing to shoot Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 and Invaders from Mars for Canon. But Stan Lee despised the horror route the studio was taking with the character and demanded that a new script be written that was closer to the source material. I just don't understand paying $225,000 for a script or for options for something and then not taking a cursory glance at the fucking comic books.
Yeah.
So then they hired Joseph Zito, and they considered Tom Cruise for the role of Peter Parker, while Zito was interested in casting the actor and stuntman Scott Leva, who had previously done promotional appearances as Spider-Man for Marvel. Do you remember, Noel, an issue of Spider-Man where they had a live actor in most of a Spider-Man suit, except he had his mask off and his gloves off?
Yeah, of course.
That guy.
I'm sorry, you said Tom Cruise as Spider-Man, and I'm just imagining all of the insane stunts he would have wanted to do on his own.
That's
Like,
right.
no, I'm actually going to swing from buildings,
Just give
guys.
me a real web.
Just give me a real whip. I'm going to swing from buildings. It's going to be fine.
He was a baby at this point. I think it was only like taps and something else.
Well, the 2002, he'd already done one
He may
Mission
not have
Impossible.
had his bloodlust to die.
Well,
Yeah,
he did
yeah,
one
yeah.
Mission Impossible, right?
Not in
No,
85.
this
This
was
was
like
back in
85.
85.
Oh, back in 85, never mind.
Yeah. That
That's
was much earlier. So it's kind of interesting to note some of the other casting. Bob Hoskins for Dr. Octopus, who's from Bob Hoskins is from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yes.
Lauren Bacall, Katharine Hepburn were considered for Aunt May. Gregory Peck and Paul Newman for Uncle Ben. And then Stan Lee
Peck?
wanted to be J. Jonah Jameson. But again, because Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, and Masters of the Universe failed, they cut the budget down to $7 million. And then we're like, never mind, we're not going to do it. So by 1989, they wanted to revive the project using the script budget and storyboards developed at Canon. In order to receive production funds, they sold the television rights to Viacom, the home video rights. Okay. Television to Viacom, home video rights to Columbia, and theatrical rights to Corolco. Corolco? Is that how you say that?
Yeah, Corolco.
Where James Cameron signed on to write and direct the film. Cameron had previously... Carolco.
Hey, right? Carol.
Yeah, Corolco. Cameron had previously met with Stan Lee to discuss a possible X-Men film, but Lee convinced Cameron that he would be a good choice to direct a Spider-Man film. So James Cameron, yes, the James Cameron, submitted a treatment in 1993, which was a darker, more mature take on the Spider-Man mythos.
This would be a year after T2.
Thank you for that. In addition to Spider-Man's origin story, it also included reimagined versions of Electro and Sandman, and had featured a heavy profanity for some reason and a sex scene between Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson atop the Brooklyn Bridge.
Let's go.
Had a budget of $50 million, but stalled when Golan sued Kuroko for attempting to make the film without his involvement. Cameron had recently completed True Lies in 1994 for 20th Century Fox, but the studio unsuccessfully attempted to acquire the Spider-Man film rights for him. They abandoned the film and began work on Titanic and other projects, blah, blah, blah. He revealed in a 1997 interview that he wanted Leonardo DiCaprio for Peter Parker. Do you remember in Wizard magazine, they actually had, I don't think it was Alex Ross, but they had somebody paint up what that imaginary Spider-Man poster would have been if it had the cast that he wanted. Do you remember that? It was so cool.
No, I don't remember that.
And they were still talking about like maybe it would happen.
Now I'm just picturing Kate Winslet as MJ.
Yeah. Yes. Why not? Put your hands on me, Peter. In 1995, Metro-Goldwyn MGM acquired 21st Century Films rights to produce the film, which gave them access to the previous Spider-Man scripts. Then they sued Viacom, Sony Pictures, and Marvel, which they accused of fraud in the original deal with Canon. The following year, 21st Century, Kuroko, and Marvel all filed for bankruptcy. That was a big, big deal back in 2000. What year was that? 1995. That Marvel went bankrupt.
And weren't they purchased by like Revlon or something like that?
I forget.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, did you find it? Oh, there it is. Nice.
Not going to show the audience. You guys
That's
will be
fine.
fine. Just Google.
And then again, because of another movie that had nothing to do with it, following the disastrous reception of Batman and Robin in 97,
Oh my God.
film studios viewed comics as merely for children and did not take the superhero genre seriously.
Right into the camera.
You.
There is nothing disastrous about
Batman
and Robin. Nothing.
Except for the reception.
It was received perfectly. I'm going to gaslight you. It was a perfect movie.
I'm going to gaslight you.
It was an absolutely perfect movie that stands the test of time.
Is it gaslighting if you give a warning beforehand?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to gaslight you. Give me a second.
I'm sea lining.
Yeah.
Is that
That's when you question things.
Is it really is it though?
Perfect,
Is it
Can you guys tell me what mansplaining is?
No, it's a trap.
Well, you see, little lady.
So because of Batman and Robin and how amazingly perfect and flawless it was, they were like, we can't make a movie that's better than that. Let's not bother. Is that better?
How are you going to sell as many toys as this?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So no studio showed interest in a
That's yours.
Spider-Man
I'm done.
film until the release of Blade in 98 and the development of X-Men in 2000, projects which convinced some studios that a Marvel character could carry a film. They finally emerged from bankruptcy in 98 and declared that Menahem Golan's option had expired.
Menachem
Golan's.
Golan.
And the rights had reverted back to them. Marvel then sold the rights to Sony for $7 million, to this day, from my understanding. Although Sony optioned from MGM all preceding Spider-Man screenplays, it only exercised the options on the Cameron material, which contractually included a multi-author screenplay and a 45-page scriptment credited only to Cameron. However, the studio announced it was not hiring Cameron to direct the film, nor would it be using his script. So some of the directors that they lined up for potentials, Sony, was Michael Bay, Jan de Bont,
Twisters and Speed.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Tim Burton,
I don't know who that is.
Chris Columbus, Roland Emmerich.
Chris Columbus.
Roland Emmerich,
Columbus
Stargate,
in Harry
Independence
Potter.
Day.
Thank you. Ong Lee,
Hulk, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Baz Luhrmann. This is fun.
Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet, Elvis, Strictly Ballroom, probably the best movie in his overall.
Still never seen it. Tony
Get
Scott.
a short of that. Just Noel doing that.
Tony Scott.
Top Gun. Wait, Tony Scott?
Tony Scott.
Tony Scott. Yeah, Top Gun. Days of Thunder. Do I need a third one? Or are we
M.
good
Night
with two?
Shyamalan.
Oh,
Lady in the Water.
yeah, I was gonna say
That's it. Lady
best
in
to
the Water.
worst. Lady in the Water.
Trap.
Glass. Trap.
What's the one where they're like, we can outrun the wind?
The Happening.
The Happening.
Happening.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Barry Sonnenfeld.
Oh, Men in Black. Get Shorty,
Yeah,
Men in
nice.
Black 2, Men in Black 3.
David Fincher considered taking the job, but did not want to depict Spider-Man's origin story.
Yeah.
It was just going to be during the credits. And then he wanted to do the night Gwen Stacy died as like the first Spider-Man movie.
Let's
Yo!
go.
Yeah.
I would still watch the crap out of that.
The studio was not interested
Fincher
in that approach.
Spider-Man.
A
where
Yeah,
they,
right?
Spider-Man movie.
where they
And this
killed
was-
Gwen Stacy. Yeah.
This was after 7.
I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
after. Yeah. Oh,
But before Fight Club. No.
And it-
No, it's after Fight Club. Yeah.
I remember when Peter Parker famously tells her in the night that Gwen Stacy died, "You're not your fucking khakis." Columbus turned down the project and directed Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Haven't been fucked like that since
2001.
grade school.
Oh
right?
my God!
Yeah.
I want to have your abortion. The chair of Columbia Pictures, Amy Pascal, this is where we start to settle in. The chair of Columbia Pictures, Amy Pascal, had a first choice for director
Sam Raimi.
who was a fan of the Spider-Man comics during his youth. However, Raimi's agent told him he wasn't his first choice. They were like, they don't really want him.
Talk about
Um,
gaslighting.
Yeah. He was
Mhm.
attached to direct in January 2000 for a summer of 2001 release. So then David Koepp,
Writer of, he adapted
Dark City?
Jurassic Park and, wait, what?
Dark City?
No, it's Proyas. Alex Proyas.
Shit.
Goyer.
Goyer.
David Goyer, directed by Alex
I always
Proyas.
confuse Koepp and Goyer for some reason. I don't know why.
Kep wrote and directed a really, really underseen movie called The Trigger Effect with Kyle MacLachlan, Elizabeth Shue,
I love Shoe.
and it was a movie about just like pre-internet in LA, a giant blackout, and just everyone doesn't trust anybody. It's a
Huh.
very good movie.
What's it called again?
The Trigger Effect,
Hell yeah.
really good. Anyway,
So David Koepp was brought aboard to write the screenplay.
he also just wrote something recently. that
Yes.
about-
He's still cracking though. is
Oh
my
yeah,
point.
no, he's very,
Um,
very popular screenwriter.
So the James Cameron script was the foundation for his first draft, often word for word. Koepp pitched the idea that Peter should not get his Spider-Man suit until halfway through the film, so the origin story could be lengthened. He also proposed that Peter and Mary Jane should not be a couple by the end of the film, feeling it was more romantic if they remained apart. In this version of the script, Electro was the main antagonist. Oh, I'm sorry. Koepp would also eventually change the main antagonist to the Green Goblin and add Dr. Octopus as a secondary villain, which I didn't know. But Raimi cut Dr. Octopus from the story to focus on the surrogate father-son dynamic between Norman Osborn and Peter Parker, which he found interesting.
Less is more.
I agree. They should have stuck with that. Remaining a constant in all the rewrites was Cameron's idea that Peter shoots organic webbing from his wrist as opposed to him inventing mechanical web shooters, which is how he shoots webs in the comics. Raimi felt the mechanical web shooters would stretch the audience's suspension of disbelief because a high school kid wouldn't be able to create web shooters.
David Koepp most recently did Jurassic Park Rebirth, but he's also popular for Stir of Echoes. And he wrote the upcoming Steven Spielberg The Disclosure Day.
Oh, that's it. That's the one I'm thinking of. Thank you.
That's right.
Also, Stir of Echoes, fantastic ghost story starring Kevin Bacon.
Love Kevin Bacon.
So do I. So yeah, that was sort of the lead up to getting settled in and making the movie. Anybody want to add anything? I realize I'm
I just learned
saying
so
a bunch of
much.
shit.
This all makes me so happy.
I'm having such nostalgia and like because I kind of knew all this back then from like I don't know Starlog and Wizard.
Yeah, it was but websites. It was a lot of
just-
websites.
I was reading everything I could find on this goddamn movie before it came out.
I'm loving learning all of this, and I just want to say, like I said, I was 9 when this movie came out, so like obviously I didn't see Evil Dead yet.
Yeah.
So like for my experience, Sam Raimi is the Spider-Man director. Like that's like in my like
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're
Gener-
correct.
Generationally, yeah.
generationally
I
he's the
love
Spider-Man
that.
director. Now I know like Evil Dead and all the
The first-
but like
The first Raimi movie I saw in theaters was I begged my dad to take me to go see Darkman,
Mhm.
even though it was rated R. And then I rented the Evil Dead movies. So all of the allusions to Darkman in this, I was just like,
Ah,
I was doing the thing.
you're doing the Leonardo
The
DiCaprio whistle.
Who I don't know if you know, could have been Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you
that
just
sounds
learned
a little
that.
familiar.
I just learned that recently.
I just learned that recently too.
Pink
I wonder where I
Apocalypse
learned
says Joel Schumacher wanted to relive his glorious boomer memories of the Adam West series with Batman and Robin, but there was no way in hell modern at the time culture could swallow that goofiness.
I loved the goofiness.
Also, Michelle Mission,
Love that movie.
Trigger Effect was excellent. Good pull. Thank you.
Oh, Michonne's in there?
Lovely.
Hi, Len.
Oh, yeah.
I love those forgotten flicks, man.
Hey, Len, we miss you, baby. All right, so let's move on to casting. For the role of Peter Parker / Spider-Man, the filmmakers sought an actor who was not excessively tall or handsome. Gotta love to hear that, Toby. But
What
who
do
had
you think the reaction
You know
is
what?
like when your agent comes to you and is like, all right, they're looking for somebody short and
Yeah.
a little ugly.
Those
Yeah.
checks cashed. He's fine.
That's right. Also, you know what? It's not in here, but because we're talking about them looking for someone not tall or handsome, apparently,
I think he's handsome.
yeah, I do think I as well. His acting is something else, but I do think he's handsome.
You don't think he acts handsomely?
He's fine.
Tobey Maguire fucks.
Tobey Maguire,
Fucks for sure.
He fucks.
Harry Osborn,
Oh, James
James
Franco
Franco.
also fucks.
James Franco.
James
too much.
Franco is a fucking creep.
This is something I didn't
a little
know.
too much.
This is something I didn't know. James Franco on set apparently had said that Tobey Maguire looks like a frog. He has frog-like features.
To his face.
And to this day, apparently, they have a bit of a, like, we're not cool.
It's a
That's all
bold
right. You know what?
statement for somebody who looks like a rat to say. So.
And also who is a sex pest.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? The best part of that movie? Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Frog or rat?
Frog or rat. Yes, I
Yeah.
didn't even do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Frog or rat.
Everybody's a frog or a
Frog
rat.
or rat.
I'm a frog. I don't know about you guys.
I think I'm a rat. I say with my rodent shirt on.
Yeah.
So they're
Guys,
looking
what do you think?
for someone who
Am
is
I
not
awesome?
excessively tall or handsome, who had the heart and soul for the audience to identify with. The studio expressed interest in Wes Bentley,
Mm-hmm.
Zach Braff,
Oh.
Chris Klein. Oh, right, from American Pie. Right? Is that him?
Yeah.
The big dumb kid?
Yeah.
Jude Law.
Okay.
Hold on. Not excessively tall or handsome. Heath Ledger.
Dude,
You know what?
That dude makes
wait.
people melt.
He does. I mean, if
10
it
things
was
I hate about you.
10 things I
Yeah.
hate about you,
Mouth.
Ewan McGregor.
you could ugg him up a bit.
Sure.
Doesn't
Ewan
have that long
McGregor,
hair.
also very
Mm.
handsome, I think.
Who? Ewan
Ewan
McGregor?
McGregor.
Oh.
Oh, hello there. Freddie Prinze Jr., Chris O'Donnell.
So Robin?
Yeah, Robin.
They wanted-
Leo had been considered for the role in 95 by James Cameron, blah, blah, blah. James Franco, Jay Roden. Who's Jay Roden?
I don't know.
And Scott Speedman were involved in screen tests for the part.
Scott
So James-
Speedman.
James Franco read for Peter.
oh, so that's why he's mad at Tobey Maguire and
Yep.
called him a frog.
Scott Speedman.
From Speed 2?
Underworld. No, that's
Oh.
Jason Patrick.
Oh, you're right. Shit. Same guy to me.
John Roden? James Roden? What the fuck?
Jay Roden, Rodan. And then
Oh God, I've never seen him before in
Joe
my entire life.
Manganiello
Whatever.
auditioned, but then was cast as Flash Thompson instead.
Whatever.
I wouldn't want to fight me neither.
No, I like when he gets broken up with.
Whatever. Tobey Maguire was Raimi's.
James Roden. Sorry.
Jesus, not Rodent, not James Rodent, Jay Roden.
Jay Rodan, like
There we go.
the monster. Yeah, that's it.
There we go. Who
I
the
like
fuck is
James-
that guy?
I like
I don't
James
know.
Roden.
He looks like a serial killer.
Yeah, do
in
not
all of these
hire him to be your
headshots.
Peter Parker. He's the Green Goblin.
In all of these headshots, he looks like he couldn't be trusted with your drink.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tobey Maguire was Raimi's
Probably
first
a
choice
sweet man, but
after he saw him in Spider-House. No, it's not Spider-House Rules.
with Charlize Theron's butt.
Ooh, I'll go watch that. The Cider House Rules in 1999.
Like 1 second of the movie.
Are you saying it's not worth it?
No, it's
the
totally worth
You're
it.
talking to the man who paused in Resident Evil.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Multiple times.
the line
Yeah.
of the VHS, like
There we go. Thank you, Charlize Theron butt. Thank you. It's fine. Okay. The studio was initially hesitant to cast someone who did not seem like an adrenaline. Hold on a second. Fuck you guys. Hold on. So they don't want anyone tall or handsome, but they also didn't want Tobey Maguire because he did not seem like an adrenaline pumping, tail kicking titan. Who did you think it
isn't
was?
So mad about
Isn't
it.
that what precipitated the
Yes.
audition
Yes.
video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. But Maguire impressed studio executives with his audition. Have you seen this?
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
it's been online for a very long time.
It's on the DVD.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
But basically, it is Tobey Maguire doing a screen test with a bunch of stuntmen. With he's got like a full body suit on, but he has taken off the top and tied it around his waist.
Yeah,
I think
he's just bare
he's
chested.
wearing like a
ripped as
wetsuit,
shit.
and he's all like lubed up. And then he's just having an action sequence with a bunch of professional stuntmen, and the lighting is there. It's awesome. And that's how he got the role.
Yeah,
He
it was
beefed up and did a bunch of stunts.
It was Raimi's boy, so it was
Very
like,
cool.
let's do it.
I want to see that.
Yeah, we should definitely watch it.
Tobey Maguire audition video.
Stunt audition, whatever. So they were hesitant, but then he was like, check this out. And he was cast in the role in July of 2000.
Still of it right there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The middle one there. Spider-Man screen test. There it is.
It's just like Raimi really wanted him, so it's just like, let's prove to them that you can pull action. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Lube up, beef down. No, beef up, lube up. Beef up, lube down.
Everything's up.
Slippery.
Lube up, beef up.
Be slippery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I was gonna say
so he impressed them. He got signed in 2000, signed a deal in the range of $3 to $4 million with higher salary options for 2 sequels. To prepare for the role, Maguire improved his physique over several months by training with a physical trainer, a yoga instructor, a martial arts expert, and a climbing expert. Yes, climbing.
Obviously.
Tobey Maguire Fox.
He studied spiders and learned how to perform arachnid-like movements.
Guys, I want to be Spider-Man. I love spiders and climbing.
So let's talk about the casting for Norman Osborn / the Green Goblin. Your buddy, your daddy, Nicolas Cage,
Yeah, he's perfect.
Jason Isaacs.
Wait, for Norman?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You know what? He actually has been talking about that in recent interviews, doing Spider
Noir.
Oh, nice. That he was
Yeah.
supposed to be Norman.
Yeah, he was approached.
All right,
John
picture an
Malkovich,
alternate
Malkovich.
reality where Willem Dafoe is Spider Noir and he is.
Malkovich.
Malkovich.
And Billy Bob Thornton
Oh.
were considered for the role.
Wait, I could do it. Reckon I like them taters. Make me with the mustard and the biscuits.
Where I lost my spot.
That shouldn't be a clip.
They all turned it down.
Should be.
They
Sling
were like,
blade.
fuck no, we're not going to do it. Cage spoke with Raimi about the part, but ultimately chose to join Spike Jonze as part of his cast for
Oh, that was the same year?
2002 adaptation.
That movie's a masterpiece.
Because he personally felt
I
it
haven't
was the
seen it.
right choice for him at the time, and
he was
probably
correct.
true.
He was correct.
Billy Crudup, who I love, also turned down the role in favor of Almost Famous.
Oh,
Also a good choice.
Yeah.
Good
Willem was selected for the part in November of 2000. He was intrigued by the prospect of working with Raimi and by the idea of a film based on comics. He insisted on wearing the Green Goblin costume himself, and he felt that a stuntman would not convey the character's necessary body language.
He's right.
Yeah.
The 580-piece suit took half an hour to put on.
Nothing. That's nothing.
Side note, the only reason he came back for Spider-Man No Way Home was because he was allowed to do his own stunts.
Yep.
I was just going to say he got to wear the suit again.
I didn't realize...
The Green Goblin mask was literally calling to him.
Yeah. I did
Part
not...
of the
I've been sleeping on Willem Dafoe's coolness. I didn't realize he
He's
was that
so
cool.
fucking cool.
So fucking cool.
I love Willem Dafoe.
He's fantastic in this movie. I want to when we get to the
Yes.
review of the movie.
Yes.
He's
All right,
the best part of Noel's favorite movie, Boondock Saints.
Let's talk about MJ Watson,
I'm kidding.
Mary
Noel hates
Jane
that movie.
Watson,
edgy bitchin'.
Kate,
fucking...
Kate Bosworth,
Oh, okay. Lois Lane, got it.
Julia Stiles,
Lois Lane, got it.
Elijah Dushku,
Faith Lane, got it.
Jamie King, and Mina Suvari all auditioned for the role of Mary Jane Watson.
Beautiful plastic bag and the best video game adaptation with Jamie King, which is DOA, Dead on Arrival. I don't know if you remember the Yen Wu Ping fighting movie about a bikini volleyball competition / kung
fuck are you
fu
what?
movie. DOA,
I'm
Dead or
in.
Alive.
Amazing.
There you go.
Oh my God, I've
I'm
never
pretty
seen
sure
that.
it's Jamie King, right? No, I'm sorry. That's Jamie
Presley?
Presley. Yeah, my bad.
You
know
idiot.
what? Terrible pull. I thought I'd be weird, but no.
All right. So Alicia Witt, who I think could have been pretty cool. Alicia Witt was considered for the role, and Kate Hudson was offered the part, but turned it down to star in
Almost Famous.
Almost Famous.
The Four Feathers.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, the Four Feathers with the
Kate Hudson.
Joker.
Oh,
Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger,
There we
yeah.
go.
Oh my God.
Elizabeth Banks, whomst I love,
Oh yeah.
auditioned, but was at 28 years old. She was deemed too old, but
She has a
Oh.
cameo.
was only 16 months older than Tobey Maguire.
Oh my God.
Banks was cast as Jameson's secretary, Betty Brant, instead, and 18-year-old Kirsten Dunst was cast as Mary Jane a month before filming began. To create Mary Jane's red hair, I didn't realize this, Dunst's hair was dyed in the front and she wore a half wig. And they wanted her to get her teeth straightened, but she was like, nah, dog. Pretty sure that's how she did it.
I wish the contestants on American Next Top Model
I was just thinking that.
would have had that
She wanted to.
power.
She wanted to, yeah.
A couple other tidbits. Stanley was interested in playing J. Jonah Jameson, but the filmmakers were like, you're too old, dog. Lee was supportive of the eventual casting of the perfect casting of J.K. Simmons.
So
I don't even know who else you would get to be JJJ.
Print its libel.
He's such a good. Oh, he's so good in it too. Feeling that Simmons gave a better performance than he could have achieved. Yeah, you're right. Hugh Jackman was supposed to have a cameo in the from the X-Men movies as Wolverine James Hewlett, but the appearance was scrapped after the production team realized we don't have the Wolverine costume. Yeah, that would have been so neat. So a quick touch on the design. Speaking of costumes.
Everyone hated this design.
Fucking goddamn it. The first version of the Green Goblin's headgear was an animatronic mask. I remember seeing this in Wizard, and I remember seeing a video of it much later where it was like puppetry, right?
Yeah.
He was in there, but there were people controlling the mouth and the eyes. Created by Amalgamated Dynamics. Defoe described it as silly-looking Halloween mask.
I don't disagree with him. Carry on.
The second version was a helmet that Defoe termed very angular, very modern, more like an armor. Defoe wanted the costume to be flexible enough to allow him to do the splits. The Spider-Man. Okay, so let's just talk about the mask. I'm sorry, the Green Goblin costume for a minute. I hated it so much. I convinced myself it's fake. It's just going to be like for his first portion of the movie, he's going to have this shitty armor, and then eventually he'll become the actual Green Goblin. This is just a red herring. Holy shit, I was wrong. It's through the whole movie, and I hate it so much. I've grown to appreciate it because of the fact that you can see his mouth and the eyes, the fact that the eyelids come up and you can see his real eyes and his real teeth through the mesh. That makes me appreciate it, and really his performance makes me appreciate it. I still do not like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers aesthetic of the Green Goblin costume.
Fucking love it.
I love it.
Fucking love it.
And it scared the shit out of me when I was 9, to the point where, like, rewatching it now, I still got like a little it's like a little like,
Yeah.
oh.
I fucking love it because of what he does with it, but also
It's Willem Dafoe.
It is genuinely creepy, and it has an organic reason to be creepy in the movie. Whereas I've seen the videos of the masks that they were creating, the animatronic masks. Cool. Would have fucking hated it in the movie. Yeah. Would have absolutely hated, like, there's no...
It would have hindered his performance for sure.
Worse than that, there is no organic reason other than turning him into a Hulk-like creature for him to have access to that kind of costume.
I'm sorry. Were you... Oh, I was under the impression in that version of the script he was going to transmogrify into...
No, it was just they were testing out the stuff.
That was supposed to be armor?
As far as I know, that was just the mask that they were testing and doing. Whether they were going to write into it that he would turn into a monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assumed he was going to turn into that.
Everybody shares that video like, look what we could have had. And it's like, that's a different movie altogether.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's wildly cool looking.
Yeah.
But the fact that, and in the course of the movie, we don't even see how functional the armor is until they're having a conversation with each other. And it's slowly revealed. Eyes go up and he gets to emote.
Yeah.
And then a close up and you can see him doing the talking. I was like, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
This is absolutely masterfully brilliant how to approach, because with Spider-Man, he'll be screaming and his mouth doesn't move because it's fucking ADR, and or they have to come up with reasons to rip his mask off half of it. But it was just so perfectly realized and baked with the Green Goblin's mask, and I loved it.
Speaking of Spider-Man, though, there are times it differentiates between the ADR for some reason. There are times where he goes, Mary Jane, and you can hear that he's in a mask and he's speaking through it. And there are other times where he's just like, Mary Jane. I like when you can hear the fabric.
Yeah, that's the point of it. At the very end, when he's yelling on the bridge and she's like, Mary Jane, no! The mouth doesn't fucking move at all, and it's literally coming from over here in the frame.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
yeah,
whatever, that's fine.
I've grown to appreciate the Green Goblin
I've been
a little bit.
I've been
I
since
love
Jump.
the bodysuit. I love and what they do with it in No Way Home.
Yeah.
Chef's fucking kiss. I love that with like the drapery.
Mhm.
But honestly, this just doesn't make sense as something that a company would build for a person on a glider.
It was like his own little, in my head canon, because he does collect masks and stuff. It was his own little like pet project, pretty
have that
cutesy
made
thing.
just for me.
Yeah, but
Okay,
also
I can
too,
see that.
the way that it was lit in certain scenes, there was purple incandescent that kind
Yes.
of gave you the
Yes.
hooded look too.
Yes, I
Fucking
do like
brilliant.
that.
I loved
do
it
like
so
that.
much. I loved it so
in
much.
that scene where he goes, "Think about it, hero," and he goes and like zips off. I know he's fully CG, but the light shining off of the back of his his
Dome.
I was
Dome.
gonna say his xenomorph skull is purple, and it looks like kind of the hat.
That hat.
Yeah. So
anyway, sorry.
To move on to the Spider-Man suit, took 6 months to create. It was one piece, including the mask and boots. The eye lenses were hand sculpted by Hans Moritz, who had created the visor for Cyclops in X-Men 2000. An alternate suit with a detachable mask was used for scenes in which Spider-Man takes his mask off. What's that?
I was just saying I had the biggest crush on Cyclops.
Yeah, I like those visors. Pretty cool.
Still do.
The other cool thing about that, and this is something I had not considered before seeing it on in pictures, probably in Entertainment or Wizard, was the overlaid webbing. The 3D webbing effect, which to this day I love so much. But how did you feel about the overlaid webbing?
I thought it was really cool, but anytime I thought about it, how did he make that? I was like,
That doesn't
I'll
work.
stop. Yeah, I'll stop.
Oh, it's a kid doing Phil Jimenez sketches on his notebook. You didn't build that.
yeah.
It pulls you out, right?
A little bit, so I don't think about it too much. But I love the way
aside from that,
the color hits it and stuff. Yeah,
it's very cool.
I don't love the eyes in this.
No.
More so than, well, again,
I wish they were like the Steve Ditko eyes.
I wish they were a little bit more round and emotive as opposed to like angular and kind of angry. But that's
That's the 2000s.
Yeah.
Right? That's why the X-Men were in all black leather, right?
Yeah, they just seemed a little too angry.
Yeah.
And then also when like his mask kind of comes off, his eyes like up here, and it's just like
doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
it's a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
a little bit friendlier. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. Let's see.
we're-
okay. Okay. Filming?
Yeah,
I have some
give
filming.
Give us 5. Let's
Principal
roll.
photography in Spider-Man began in 2001, January 8, 2001 in Culver City, California. The cinematographer Don Burgess shot the film in Panavision, Platinum, and Millennium XL cameras with Primo lenses.
Ew.
After the September 11 attacks, certain sequences were refilmed and a shot of the Twin Towers were removed from the film. Sequences in Peter's home and in the wrestling arena were filmed on sound stages. I didn't realize Peter's home in Forest Hills was a soundstage. I kind of thought it was a real house. The Times Square sequence in which Spider-Man and the Green Goblin fight for the first time was filmed on sound stages, very obviously, and in Downey, California. A construction worker named Tim Halcombe was killed, I did not hear about this, when a forklift modified as a construction crane crashed into the construction basket he was in. The following court case led the state of California to fine Sony $58,805.
That's it?
Wow.
That's it. In a now iconic scene, MJ kisses Peter while he's hanging upside down in the rain. To prepare for the scene, Dunst was given a book describing famous film kisses. During filming, you have to mansplain to a woman how to kiss. During filming, water was pouring into Maguire's nose, which made it difficult for him to breathe. I think about this every time I see that scene.
I thought you were going to say every day. And I'm like, that's
Every
so
time
much.
I'm breathing, I'm feeling...
There's a different part of that sequence he thinks about every day.
For the wrestling... Don't be gross.
Two parts of that sequence.
For the wrestling scene, Randy Savage insisted on doing his own stunts, one of which resulted in injury.
Which he gets thrown up against the...
Oh, I bet.
Because it's a whole winch thing.
I love this. The shot in which Peter catches MJ's food tray was achieved without visual effects and with Maguire's hand glued to the tray. The shot took 156 takes and 16 hours to accomplish.
Yo.
So yeah, I don't know if there's much else to talk about with regards to that.
I think it was also Sam dropping the shit.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, well, yeah, because he was always the one like if there's a movie he's making
very
and there's like
on.
somebody gets hit with a rock or something on the, it's him throwing the rock.
Yeah.
Like he is.
He's really in there.
He's the one that like tosses shit and yells things.
Um.
Very abusive.
Okay, and then the rest just seems to be some like box office stuff. So do you want to?
Oh yeah, sure. So finally, it was supposed to release in November 2001, but because of the extensive post-production process, which they weren't prepared for, because this movie broke a lot of new ground, it ended up releasing in May 3rd, 2002. Now, what makes that date?
It was the very first free comic book day
That's right.
at your local comic
What?
shops.
The following Saturday was the very first free comic book day.
Yep.
So executives
Oh, that's
knew
awesome.
they knew that it was going to have a strong opening because it was tracking pretty well, but they had absolutely no idea that it would exceed expectations and break records. It opened in 3,600 theaters and 7,500 screens, making it the third widest release of all time thus far. The other two movies that had wider releases, guesses?
A Star Wars.
No.
Damn it.
Wider releases by. Was it Harry Potter?
Harry Potter was one of them.
Yeah.
The other one, no one's going to guess.
Tell me.
Mission Impossible 2.
Ah!
I almost said Mission Impossible.
our
Damn it.
beloved
I
Mission
would have been
Impossible.
2 for 2.
It earned
mine too.
$114 million domestic in its first weekend, becoming the very first movie to gross over $100 million in a single weekend, and to reach $100 million in a 3-day period. Obviously, setting the record for a 3-day gross.
Yeah.
On the first day alone, it made $39.4 million, and it held that record until 2004. What was it beat by?
Harry Potter.
Spider-Man 2.
God damn it. Nice. Sorry.
Be careful.
I'm so excited.
It also averaged
Fuck.
it averaged about $32,000 per theater during that run.
Hell yeah.
Setting the record for the highest per theater average for an ultra wide release. When a small movie only in like 10 theaters, it'd have a larger average. This was 7,500 screens, averaging $32,000 per screen per theater.
Mhm.
That's a lot of foot traffic. Spider-Man only dropped 38% in its second weekend and crossed over 200 million on its 9th day, beating the previous record holder, which was
Mission Impossible 2.
Spider-Man. Or no, sorry,
Wait, what?
Spider-Man. Phantom Menace, which was 2 years
Oh,
prior.
so
Star
you
Wars. I
said
was so
a Star
finally got a Star Wars.
Wars.
Funnily enough, it would drop to second place on its third weekend, losing to
Harry Potter?
Episode 2,
Wow.
another Star Wars.
Ew. The worst Star Wars.
It beats another Phantom Menace record, though, crossing $300 million in 22 days. It's the highest grossing movie of 2002 with $406 million. As of 2024, no, as of today, it sits at the 52nd highest grossing movie of all time, and that is adjusted for inflation. No, adjusted for inflation, that $406 million is actually $825 million.
Hell yeah, dude.
So it's, and that's just domestic.
Mhm.
It is almost a $1 billion domestic movie.
That's
amazing.
insane.
Critical response was great. Audience response was middling, but it was early internet. Everyone hates everything.
Mhm.
But Rotten Tomatoes score aggregate was 90%. Metacritic was 73,
Mhm.
and Cinema score was A-. So everyone
Good
was
Cinema score.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
Some snippets of critics. Eric Harrison of the Houston Chronicles called the film a nimble-spirited tale that adroitly captures the flavor of Spider-Man comics, but gets weighed down by the lugubrious trappings of big-budget fantasy movies.
Lugubrious.
He praised Maguire's casting, saying it was difficult to imagine anyone else in the role. Owen Gleiberman of Entertainment Weekly said, Maguire, it's campy but exciting. Maguire gave a winning performance, but was unable to bring the two sides of Spidey, the boy and the man, the romantic and the Avenger, together.
Do you agree with that, either of you? As someone who, you guys are more familiar with Spider-Man than I am. I do enjoy Spider-Man, but
I think I appreciate him more now in hindsight than
yeah.
I did before. Yeah, when we get into like our thoughts about the movie, I have a different take that I realized this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment Weekly put the everyone else, everything's great. Wall Street Journal, Joe Morgenstern applauded Maguire's performance, but criticized the strident intensity of Defoe, claiming that he delivered a poor villain compared to Gene Hackman in Superman
What?
and Jack Nicholson in Batman.
Okay, well, Nicholson, sure.
Well, Nicholson's actually insane.
Better in
And a
I think
bad person,
Defoe's better
so.
than Nicholson. If we
I
were
think
just
Defoe's better than Nicholson too,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Being
I
able-
do
having to,
enjoy the
like-
Batman movie.
like-
I also I've talked about it on the podcast before. I do
Nicholson
not like Jack Nicholson.
was
Oh, there you
just like linearly aggressive and kept escalating. This was like up and down and up and down and up
That's
and down.
true.
Yeah,
he was
it
at
just-
battle with himself.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Jack Napier was not.
In the following years, Entertainment Weekly put the Upside Down Kiss on the 2009 list for best pop culture creation of the decade.
Can I read one quick review by Roger Ebert?
Oh yeah, I've got that in here, but yeah, go
Oh,
for
do
it.
you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Roger Ebert gave it 2.5 stars out of 4. I just love this. Imagine Superman with a Clark Kent more charismatic than the Man of Steel, and you understand how Spider-Man goes wrong. Tobey Maguire is pitch perfect as the socially retarded Peter Parker, but when he
What?
becomes Spider-Man, the film turns to action sequences that zip along like perfunctory cartoons. Not even during Spidey's first experimental outings do we feel that flesh and blood are contending with gravity. Spidey soars too quickly through the skies of Manhattan. He's as convincing as Mighty Mouse. Now, in his defense, he does mean socially retarded,
Like,
meaning slowed
Slowed
down.
down.
yeah, sorry.
He's not using it like
A
as an R slur, but it did make me
It like shocked me.
yeah.
Michelle, I'm curious why she doesn't like Jack Nicholson. Why do you not like Jack Nicholson?
He beat women. Is this?
Well, that's a good reason.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I mean, he's fine as an actor, but it's just like personal stuff. He beat a woman within an inch of her life, and she's like had lifelong injuries because of it. And
Sorry, what?
The 60s.
I don't remember exactly when. I believe she was a sex worker, and he like
I honestly have never heard this
yeah,
in my
no,
life.
he like beat.
I am not
beat her.
shocked.
She has a traumatic brain injury. I'm pretty sure if she is still alive because of it.
What?
Yeah. Someone
Oh.
check me before I'm sued for slandering Jack
Yeah, yeah.
Nicholson.
Jack
But I'm-
Nicholson,
Bible or
Jack
slander?
Nicholson was sued by a woman in 2000 who allegedly he physically assaulted her. Though the case was ultimately dismissed, and the claims never led to a criminal conviction. The civil lawsuit filed by the woman stemmed from an alleged 1996 encounter at Nicholson's home. She claimed that after the actor refused to pay her, an argument ensued in which he pulled her hair and banged her head against the floor. According to news reports at the time, representatives did not comment, and he quietly paid a $32,000 settlement the
Holy
following year.
Shit.
so
She filed a new suit attempting to rescind that settlement and seek further medical and punitive damages, claiming her injuries had become much more severe.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
dismissed by the courts. Reports of past allegations from the mid-90s also surfaced, including a separate civil claim from a woman who accused him of rupturing her breast implants during a physical altercation. However, Nicholson was never arrested or convicted of beating a woman. In fact, his long-term partner, Angelica Houston, publicly detailed in her memoir that it was actually her who savagely beat him over his infidelity. And
Oh.
where there's smoke, there's fire. He's probably been a bit of a piece of shit over the
Wow.
years. You know, power, money.
Gosh.
maybe I'm slandering him. I hope
Without
I'm
the,
not. But yeah,
without
I
the
heard
internet.
those
Yeah.
tales of him, and I get skeeved out now when
Sure.
I see him.
Most, it is probably fair to assume that most of old Hollywood is
Awful.
really awful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty fair assumption.
I'm sorry, go on.
But anyway, romantic. There's a fine line between romantic and corny, and the rain-soaked smooch tap dances right on that line.
It does.
The reason it
does.
works, even if she suspects he's Peter Parker, she doesn't try and find out, and that's sexy.
Yeah.
In 2008, Empire magazine ranked Spider-Man 437th on a list of 500 best films of all time. Not bad to be in the top 500. Now, we're running low on time. Soundtrack really fast.
Let's do it.
Bangers.
All bangers. So the track list of this fucking masterpiece includes some wonderful bands such as I lost it. It's forever gone. It's forever gone. We're done forever. But it was on the Billboard 200 at it peaked at the Billboard 200 at 80.
Okay.
No, it peaked at 4 and then was number 4 for the year in soundtracks. Other popular soundtracks that year: Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, so good.
8 Mile was that
Also
year.
very good.
Mm-hmm.
Shrek.
Yes. What?
Yeah, the soundtrack for Shrek was
Soundtrack for
Is it
Shrek.
baller? Does
Yeah,
it
it's
bang?
pretty bang.
It's-
There's some
it's
bangers.
Bang and slap.
it's
It
Smash
bangs.
Mouth.
Yeah.
God?
On God.
Spider-Man was number
No
4.
cap.
Number 5 was I Am Sam. Do you remember that movie?
I do.
The entire soundtrack was Beatles covers by contemporary artists.
Fun.
Moulin Rouge was number 6. Coyote Ugly was 7. The Scorpion King was number 8.
What?
Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring was number 9, and 10 was Disney's Lilo and Stitch. I don't have the track listing up, but
I do.
okay.
So it's got the theme from Spider-Man. By Danny Elfman. Oh, real quick.
Danny Elfman scores.
I remember being really disappointed going off of Danny Elfman's Batman 1989 soundtrack, which to this day runs through my head. And then coming up with the Spider-Man soundtrack, also by Danny Elfman, being like, this is nowhere near as good or as iconic. But through the past however many decades, I've grown to love it. When I hear it, you know?
Yeah, I had it on a burnt CD, and I listened to it a lot. It was good.
Hero by Chad Kroeger.
Of Nickelback.
Thank you. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was Creed.
Featuring Josie Scott of another band.
Sum 41.
What we're all about, baby.
Black Lab.
Somebody Else by Blue. It's actually a really delightful song.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
I was listening to it today.
Alien Ant Farm.
Alien Ant Farm. Bug Bites, which is not available to stream. It's just the live version, and it's not very good.
Default. Corey Taylor. No idea who that is.
Corey Taylor of Slipknot.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Green Wheel. Never heard of him.
Sure.
The Strokes.
Never heard of them.
The Hives.
It sounds itchy.
Theory of a Dead Man.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, they're real.
It's the genre of music from the early 2000s called divorced dad rock.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, now divorced dad rock. At the time,
At the time,
it was chain wallet rock.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. That's
So,
perfect.
this was people don't remember.
Yeah,
like
now
there
they're
is
divorced dads.
there is a weird transition between the 90s and the 2000s where it wasn't like grunge was over, emo hadn't started yet, and you've got this like weird raspy voice, overly emotional music. So
there we
Chad Kroeger, Hoobastank,
And I freaking
Dashboard
love
Confessional.
Stank.
They're on the
Hoobastank.
second
They're on the
soundtrack.
second one.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're
they
gonna talk
are.
about it.
Macy Gray.
Who's in the movie?
It's right. Injected. Jerry Cantrell. I know that name. Who's Jerry Cantrell? He's one of those.
You know him famously from the Spider-Man soundtrack.
That's right. Of course, Danny Elfman. And then the theme from Spider-Man by Aerosmith.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pink says, I hate to say this, but I agree with Ebert. My problem with most CGI movies is the same. I just don't feel the weight or physics that should be there. It always feels like watching a cartoon.
I disagree in regards to this movie because there are so many things that Raimi does during the course of the editing where he will use practical effects with different camera angles.
Inside, yeah.
So there are like instead of it just being a CGI character jumping off the building and swinging, he will insert a shot of an upside down wall and him running across it in order to like gain speed, like the actual actor.
Yeah.
There's so much like wonderful
I love that.
cutaways.
That wall run is so good.
But that was all done practically,
Yeah.
and it bookends the CGI.
Yeah.
So
And-
like instead of it just being CGI, it bookends it, and it gives me kind of a weight to. But then again, you'll also have a scene of Mary Jane falling, and it's like she's falling into a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll take a CGI scene and intercut it with MJ holding onto a Spider-Man mannequin
Was
that
just
is
gonna say
swinging in the
this.
wrong direction.
Yeah, her hair is blowing in the wrong direction. I never
Hey.
clocked that until this watch.
It's
So good.
It's a backdraft. So it's coming this way. The wind is going around them. Two
Perfect.
people.
Yeah.
They could just.
What
His arm is there. It's covering the.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You guys.
His arm is there and it stays there.
I don't have
'cause it's a
time to
mannequin.
explain the physics on why that works, guys. So this movie sucks. Don't go see it.
No. See it.
So Tobey Maguire,
Hey, I heard him.
you have in the past described him as your least favorite Peter Parker, and that he's wooden.
Yes.
Oh, you were thinking of the mannequin in that scene, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I don't necessarily didn't necessarily disagree with you, but I do like him more than you.
Yeah.
This viewing, it clicked for me that Peter Parker, while the antagonist, he is not the active motivator of the plot in this movie. The movie keeps happening to him based off some of like choices he makes. So like he's not the instigator, he's always the responder.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the scenes where he's like professing his love, it's through the prism of his other character.
Oh, Spider-Man. I told Spider-Man this. Yeah.
And then the extreme dichotomy between how he acts as Peter Parker, he puts the mask on and he's able to just actually be himself, is not in the other movies very much.
He's like
this is-
dissing the people.
this-
Yeah.
and it was
He's
immediate.
sarcastic. Yeah.
It was like
Nice jumpsuit. Did
his
your husband
real
get it for you?
face was
Like,
finally put on, right? And I really appreciated it more this time than I have ever before.
I'm glad. My problem with this version of Toby is I do not have that feeling. I feel like aside from 2 quips, maybe, we get the joy of I'm swinging and going woohoo, and that's as much of Spider-Man as we get. Andrew Garfield, that sequence where he's sneezing and webbing a guy, and he's like, "Oh no, my one weakness, small knives." Like that to me is way more
6-inch blades.
6 inch. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Small knives. I thought it was, but anyway, that to me is more Peter Parker in the Spider-Man costume than
Andrew
Toby.
Garfield's better.
Yes.
I agree with you.
Oh.
And incredibly, he is better as Peter Parker.
Okay.
Or he's better
as Spider-Man.
But the differences between his Peter Parker and his Spider-Man is not night and day, whereas is here.
Okay, I'll see that.
This is he is able to be himself that he is not able to be in the real world, which does feel much more akin to the Steve Ditko era of the character. It is a driver. He is a passenger in his own life.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this power, he's able to kind of become a driver, but he still doesn't take that into his waking life. Not until the very end of the movie. So like all the choices are made for him in this entire movie, including her kissing him. And so like every choice is made for him. He's just kind of rolling along with it. The very first choice that he kind of makes for his own emotional well-being is the very end of the movie. And that journey, I just really appreciated it a lot more now than I had before.
I well said. But even watching it today, there are so many scenes where it just feels like Tobey Maguire is just sort of blankly staring.
Yeah, there's a couple of like direction he was probably given. You know, like when he's mourning in his bedroom, just a single tear. I really missed him today.
I mean, during conversations. There's a whole conversation between him and Harry Osborn where he has just found out that Harry Osborn and MJ are together. Yeah. And Harry Osborn is like, "I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but you never made a move." And like, just there's nothing happening on Tobey Maguire's face. He's just staring blankly. He goes, "You're right."
How'd you feel? It was like wallflowery, but
yeah, that's always kind of how I interpreted it. It's the same thing as you. Like he became himself more when he had the mask on. He was kind of just
that's cool. Maybe that was
people
on purpose.
pleasing, I guess, when he's Peter Parker.
Yeah,
and like not trying to rock the boat too much, and then.
And also too, I hadn't been reading for years at this point. Like I
you're
didn't
more
have the
in depth than I am.
Fully lived in the character yet, kind of.
Oh
So
yeah,
for
you
me, it
definitely
was a
know more of the character than I would.
You know who I think we should discuss for just a minute before we leave? Rosemary Harris.
Oh, she's brilliant
As Aunt May.
Perfect.
Some of her dialogue is so saccharine and so cheesy, especially in like I think part 2. But in this one, anytime it's a tiny little moment, but anytime I watch the maybe it's in part 2. Right, it's in part 2. I'm sorry, where he sees the bills, and she gives him a $20 bill, and he's like, "I can't take this," and she's, "You'll take it," and she like tears up. Gets me every time, but she's awesome.
The dialogueless scene of him coming home after Ben is dead.
Yeah.
Of her like wanting to hug him but doesn't hug him but then hugs him.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely perfect. You can't like that's not taught. And the scene of I used to think it was cheesy when she's praying and then he's like finish the prayer.
It.
Yeah.
From evil.
It's fucking
It's
cool.
still cheesy.
It's
so fucking
cool.
Yeah.
It is
cheesy.
the most
Deliver us.
twirly shit.
Yeah.
And I just
It's so good.
But
like as
but
a
being
written
able
scene,
to pull
it's
that
awesome.
off and that off
Yeah.
in the span of the same movie and the same characterization was awesome.
She's awesome.
Really quick, Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst.
I love her in this
Thumbs up.
movie.
I think she's perfect.
There is so many times, like you said, she looks like she's actively involved in a conversation, receiving information from her co-star, and thinking about it, considering it, and giving it back.
But
she's awesome.
The confidence she exudes, and just like it's such baller moves to just respond with the same words, completely recontextualized, and she does it over and over again. And that is like. Not only is it an excellent performance, but like that the writers had that were reserved enough to just be like, let Kirsten handle it.
Yeah, she's got it.
She's got this. Movie doesn't pass the Bechdel test.
No.
However, is it possible for a movie to not pass the Bechdel test, but still have a centralized female character with her own agency and autonomy?
Mm-hmm.
Because she has her own goals, she has her own dreams that are not connected to these two dudes that are vying
true.
over her.
That's true.
So like she doesn't move the plot, like she isn't featured in the plot on her own, but she's never, other than being a damsel in distress in the third act, the entirety of the movie, she is on her own path and they just keep crossing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
Yep.
I didn't realize until now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it doesn't feel like another throwaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my-
that's a good point. I didn't really think of that. But yeah, she was fantastic in this. Yeah.
Yeah. Even
I also-
Huge crush.
even the don't hunch or I hunch don't doesn't is the way she does it. I think it works. And there's a sequence where she's having a conversation with Peter has come. He heard through the grapevine through Aunt May, who told
The hotline.
About
The
her
hotline.
audition.
through about the audition. He shows up and they have this little back and forth where she's like, I know you're into all of this. I'm giving you options here to say it.
Possum.
Yeah, you're into these
You're into
possums.
my possums.
Yeah,
Double possumed, right?
but like it's kind of like sexy, and it's sexy and it's
Absolutely
fun
it
and
is.
it's flirty
incredibly
and
flirty,
like
yeah.
she's
And even
so
he
good
plays
at it.
into it too. He's like, yeah, I just happened to be in town. I took 2 buses and the
And a
subway.
cab
yeah,
to
and a
get
cab
here.
to
Yeah,
get
to
here.
get into the neighborhood.
And
But
Yeah.
how much does that say about Peter Parker just as a character that at this point, maybe close to a year of being a powerful superhero, and his charisma meter went up maybe 2 points.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe just enough to kind of push back with
Yeah.
flirting,
Yeah.
not actually be as confident as he has every right to be.
Yeah.
I thought that was wonderful.
How do we feel about the very, very end where she is like, hey, let's do it. And he's like, I can't.
I think the end is in contention for the best last 2 minutes of any superhero movie.
Oh, all right.
All of it,
Nice.
from the funeral to the
Walking
swinging
away?
sequence,
Yeah.
walking
Oh,
away,
okay,
swinging.
yeah.
That is the best, like 90 to 120 seconds that has. Honestly, I don't think it's been beat yet.
Mhm.
In any, like, Marvel can put post-credit sequences until the day is over. The level of like pure kinetic motion out of the story
Yeah.
is completely
Well,
unrivaled.
I left the
Completely
theater
unrivaled.
feeling hyped as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've released
I went home and immediately read the novelization.
so the Manta Lab Spider-Man
Yes.
edition comes out in June,
Oh.
and it's been sold out for like 6 months. I'm sorry, but
Aw, JD.
everyone is freaking out about the full slip, which is cool. It's just the poster of him, like, full shot. But one of the lenticulars is him on the flagpole,
Ah,
and
good.
everyone's like, "Oh, it's so boring." I was like, that is representative of probably some of the most impressive last 30 seconds in like modern
Yeah.
cinema.
Mhm.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Just absolutely
Nice.
fuck you.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry.
All right. I think this movie holds up. I do
rocks.
admit that it is very cheesy, almost to the point of too much several times. But I have such a nostalgia and a love for the characters and for the performances over the overall. It's just it's such a good time, and I
Yeah.
really
1000% recommend.
Yeah.
I think the cheesiness is part of its charm. Like, I
Exactly.
think it's.
Yes. I pushed back against the cheesiness for a very long time after my hype died down, like in I don't know, for a couple 10 years maybe.
Did you do
And
what I did and like when I pretended I didn't like Twilight because
Yes.
everybody was hating on Twilight? I'm like, oh,
Yes.
you're right.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was like too cheesy.
yeah,
And now I'm
yeah.
like, I'm all in on the cheese.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Own what you like,
Yeah.
as long as you're not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some violent Twilight fans.
Well, then
Oh,
they shouldn't enjoy it that way.
This movie is under 2 hours.
Mhm.
It's 2 hours and 1 minute with credits. It is so wildly economical and clean and perfectly put together. 20 minutes of just pure balance, world building,
Yeah.
and you are in the fucking movie.
And-
Like, I forgot how quick but fulfilling
Mhm.
this entire experience is. It is not a
I was thinking of the balance
get
today.
this again.
I
Like-
was thinking of the balance because the way that they juxtapose Peter Parker's origin story and the Green Goblin's origin story, and they both get similar amount of times, and like his breakdown, Norman's breakdown, and discovering that he has the discovery of a whole nother personality, which I didn't realize as you're watching it unfold, of like, oh, he does not know. This is him finding out that he's the Goblin.
Yeah.
What a scene.
Oh yeah. Also too, this was the first time anything like that has been tried.
So good.
As far as I can remember, the idea of an actor using editing able to have a conversation with himself, it's been done over and over again, including
Very
by
Jekyll and
Smeagol in Return of the King, Two Towers, when he speaks to himself.
Oh, Spiegel. Yes. Yeah.
Smeagol.
Smeagol.
Yeah. Either way.
Smeagol Gollum.
So like the way that it's shot too, because now I know it's going to happen. You pay a little bit more attention to it. It is him looking at the mirror, and you only get a glimpse of the mirror in a wide shot. Then the actor walks towards the mirror, and I thought it would cut away, but no, it stays in the wide shot. And then he is in real time. You see in a wide shot of him talking to himself. And then it progresses to back and forth.
Yeah.
So like the editing itself gives a propulsion through the scene that is just completely unmatched.
So
and it was so fucking tasty.
So
like
good.
I rewound it and watched it again.
There's this little thing that he does, Willem Dafoe, when he swigs the last of his whiskey, throws it, and then does a stumble when he becomes Norman again to respond to himself, who just threw the whiskey.
Well, like they're in the shot. They're in the shot together.
That's how good he is.
That's how good he is.
we have purview of the mirror of the Goblin, and he is telling him that he did this thing in the paper, and he has to look and see it.
around at what he's holding.
Fucking,
even though he's in a mirror.
This is
Can't read backwards in the mirror.
duh.
Idiot.
You gotta read it backwards.
Pink says, call me cliche, but I feel like it was a missed opportunity to have her on the other side of the portal waiting for him at the end of No Way Home.
In my head canon, they did. So the end of Spider-Man 3, it's a little nebulous. They're going to stay together, but she doesn't. She's got feelings.
Yeah.
Which is a really weird way to end it all. But
don't even get me started on Spider-Man 3, because we'll get there.
In my head canon,
we're talking about it a lot.
They did reconnect with each other, because in No Way Home, he does have kind of like a I figured it out and doesn't really want to give details.
Took me a while. Yeah.
But I'd like to think that they did find each other again later in life, and maybe had a bébé that he doesn't want to talk about.
Yeah.
He's ashamed of.
He's ashamed of his child, and he dresses like a youth pastor, so it's fine.
All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hi, Pink. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. To discuss Spider-Man 2002. Let us know. Email us at cultpopgo@gmail.com. Let us know what you thought of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Maybe what's your favorite Spider-Man?
Yeah, who's your favorite Spider-Man?
Just email me so many things about Spider-Man. Whatever. It's Spider-Man based. I don't even give a shit. Whatever it is.
Over the next, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years, we want to do all the Spider-Mans.
Oh, yes.
So this summer we'll do this. Maybe next summer we'll do the other ones.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get a new Spider-Man movie this year.
Here we are.
We'll watch the old ones. Next year we're gonna get another new Spider-Man movie. We got a Spider-Man TV show. Spider-Man's not going away anywhere.
What's next week? Do we know?
I don't remember.
Cool. Definitely Spider-Man Noir.
It might be Master of the Universe.
Nice. Awesome.
Yes, I am not here next week. I'm gonna be at the Body Farm in Tennessee.
Way to fucking skip it.
Anyway,
Farm. Living my dream.
Right. We love you. Thank you so much for. Oh, Carl's. Hi.
It's great.
Hi.
Oh, you saw Master of the Universe?
Shh. Or is he saying Spider-Man 2002 is great?
I don't know. Either way.
Both things can be true.
I kind of want to go reread the novelization.
I have a package coming from Carl.
What?
I had him. I'll do it live on the air eventually.
Oh. Nice.
I wanted to find some boutique movie stuff that was only available in Australia, and I was like, Carl, bud, I'm gonna send you money.
Hey,
look it up.
Hey, Carl. If you come across this, just send it to me.
It's not gonna happen.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We love you, and we'll talk at you later.
Do-do-do.
CultPOP.